This week on Roma Reacts, BTS answered the web's most searched questions from Wired. Sonic Mania Adventures, Part 1. Twice, The Feels, their first ever English release. Romer hears Doctor by ZB1 for the first time. A shocking Danganronpa revelation. And a beautiful, touching tribute to the Lantern Rite. All this and more in Roma Reacts. This is Roma Reacts, a series where I watch patron-submitted videos with all of you guys, and the first video is sent in by Yassassin, and it is Agust D MV, and they say that it is from Suga from BTS. Now, I think BTS, they go off and do their own solo stuff as well, because they have been recommended in the past week, stuff from V. And I think I haven't, clicked on it yet, because, you never know if people are going to send in for Roma Reacts. And that's the thing with, a lot of the K-pop stuff. I've seen a lot of people say that they have, been, it's been one of their favorite additions to Roma Reacts, and I have to agree as well. And it's also this thing where it's I kind of love watching all this stuff with you guys and experiencing stuff with you guys for the first time, while also, I think, as I'll talk about a little bit later, looking into some of the stuff myself as well, and getting more into it myself also at the same time. But Suga from BTS, let's check this out. I've seen Suga before. I think Suga is, well, we're going to recognize him when we see his face, because, it's probably going to happen that way. Let's check it out. Jesus. The setting. So obviously I've seen, again, I'm always going on my only point of reference, which is Dynamite, right? I want to check if this is HD and everything. It is. I only have to go on, all I have to go on is my Dynamite before, we had the other stuff from BTS being sent in as well. So it's always interesting to see all this stuff too. This setting, how much did all this cost? He looks legit freaking cool. Okay. Whoa. So he's more into the rap side of things? Ah, this video looks so freaking cool. Are you kidding me? His hair looks incredible. This is so nuts to me. I think this is the first time in Roma Reacts we've seen something that is just purely in terms of the Korean music we've been listening to, that is just purely rap, right? We'd have to say that's what it is. It's the first time we've heard a hip hop kind of song fully, I suppose, from in Roma Reacts, because I feel like we have had hip hop parts in K-pop songs before. He looks legitimately very cool. He's very am I right to say that it's sorry for pausing again, yeah, he looks super cool, that you look at his face and he's always man, very cute. You know what I mean? It's yeah, he's rapping and it sounds great. I just look at his face and also I'm halfway adorable, halfway badass. I don't need one. Off with their heads. A very serious tone. Oh my god. A very serious tone for this as well. Dangerous tone. My heart is racing. Oh, we have a car. Okay. Okay, so it's mixing the different settings as well, that, This is such a cool video. This is legitimately such a cool video. This country's too small to hold me in yet. What the lyrics are so like as I said, it's like such like a dangerous vibe to the song, right? Like, and like again, first of all, the outfits are incredible. Even like here, like with the ordinary clothing, it's probably like my favorite setup here, just because of like, you know, it's I think, you know, it's obviously probably like symbolic of a cultural thing, you know, in the other outfit as well, maybe. Here as well, it's also like feels like it's in his like natural form as well. But yeah, like I didn't know this was like within BTS, honestly. Man, look at this video! What the hell? It's so freaking cool. I can't get over, like, the visual styling of this is so impressive. And like, I know they're like dragging him towards it like a punishment. Like, this video looks like a freaking movie, first of all. He looks very cool. He looks very cool. While about to be executed, still doing this. Like, still performing. Nice. Very nice. This like I don't know if this is the way you guys feel when you watch this as well. Like, my heart is like pounding through the whole song. Like, and he got executed. But like, very cool like power play here, I suppose. But he's back up. This looked great. This looked absolutely great. Huh? Is that a gun? It's a Magnum? So, what's crazy about this is that, like, I wasn't, you know, I go into a lot of this stuff just not expecting anything, because it's the best way to go about anything when it comes to Roma Reacts, is to like not like look up anything. If I see something, I'm like, you know, on odd time, like if I feel like, you know, it could be something that like could be a spoiler or something, I might like message someone and be like, hey, like, you know, can you check this out for me? Because the best way to go about this is for me to enjoy stuff with you guys, almost like we're watching for the first time together. At least I am, and you're watching me watch it. Very, very like, and as I said, like, the lyrics are very dangerous, and I say that in like not even like a cheesy way. I really feel like they made this like, at least made it like feel very separate from what I've heard from like BTS. So like going out in your solo work and making it like very, very different is probably like the way you'd probably want to go about it as well. It clearly has like a gigantic following. It flows really well. I'm not that into hip hop. Like, I'll just be honest with you guys. Like, the closest I've like gone into hip hop, like, I know it's even sad to say, like, has been like stuff in like listening to like some LL Cool J as like a teenager. But like, it sounds good. It makes my heart pound, which I think is like a very important thing when you're listening to something. If you want like a, you know, a song that does make you feel that way, it's probably going to be something like this that does have like a very cool setting for a video, almost feels like a movie. Like I said, the lyrics feel like they actually are like coming out as something like very dangerous, like they're pointed at something, trying to say something, trying to tell people about something. Like, there's like lyrics in there as well that like, you know, like that it really does feel like, you know, someone of their high popularity. It's like, okay, I believe it. You know what I mean? Sometimes when you hear people with like a couple of like followers, there's nothing wrong with that. But when they're like, I'm, you know, bigger than you, I'm the best, I'm this, I'm that, it's like, okay, cool, but like how do you prove that? But with like this, and I'm looking at this almost like a billion views, and like very clearly from like the biggest boy band of the past, like, you know, well, ever, you know what I mean? The biggest boy band ever, in the biggest boy band ever. It's kind of like, okay, like how you're supposed to not like put weight behind those words in a lot of ways. Very cool look, very cool setting. They looked amazing. When I said they look cute, by the way, I always feel like, you know, it can seem like you're trying to be like, oh, like, I just mean like, you know, they're very, very like traditionally handsome while also having that grit to them that makes them feel a bit like, you know, dangerous in this setting as well, which is really, really cool too. Liked it a lot. Could bop my head along to it as long as possibly I could. Very, very, very cool. Thank you so much, Assassin, for sending in. The next video is sent in by Esminako. Figured a break from the K-pop might be welcome. Here's a silly video. Look at the 5.2 reaction buffs. Specifically Superconduct and Lisa. Being honest, I'll never take a break from K-pop. But it's also appreciated seeing Genshin stuff as well, as always. Because again, this is Rome Reacts. We have a variety of like crazy stuff all the time. And so I tried Superconduct EM Lisa after 5.2 buffs. Let's check it out. So she got buffed, or the actual elemental mastery got buffed? I quite like Lisa's design, so it's interesting to see. Oh wow. Okay. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. For those who still don't know, 5.2 Hoyo is buffed many transformation reactions. Okay, I didn't know that. I actually did not know that at all. One of those is Superconduct, which now deals triple its original damage. Huh? I build these two elements mastery and remain status. What? So my Eula's gonna be like crazy now? My Fremi's gonna be crazy? That's insane. I can't wait to try that.
You're in for a little shock.
Holy hell! What, I need to buff her elemental mastery to do that? That is a massive difference. That is a massive difference. Yeah. The AoE? Wow. This is like so fun because like that just brings back a new life into a character that like you've already that they used years ago, you know? Many reactions at once. Yeah, that's crazy. Especially since her move is very like AoE like, right?
Come a little closer.
Very cool. And this outfit release is fantastic too. This build will look interesting, however, the damage is still not enough. Oh god. We're getting more damage out of this. Unlike Hyper Blue, overburning Superconduct, Lisa is very inconsistent. Or is she? No, she is, apparently. Because it applies a lot of electro with her burst, which means you need a lot of cryo application. That's why I'm using 2 cryo characters, Rosaria and Ganyu. Beautiful characters. And 1 animal like Kazuha to create many cryo swirls. That sounds incredible. Kazuha's a clutch character, right? Such a clutch character to just use it at any certain time. Oh, yeah. So smart. So smart. Freener, Charlotte, for example. Okay, very cool. We're thinking about all the builds here. And because Frina is a very good character, of course. Frina is very good. The music as well. Pushes to the limit. Holy hell, man. I want to try this now. I want to try this build. This looks insane. Big boy enemies here as well. No touching. Man, this build looks insane. Because again, you guys know I'm not like a meta player by any means. In terms of like, by that I mean, I should say not even a meta player, because I have a lot of meta characters and meta teams. Like I for sure do. But I feel like the better way to put it is like, I'm not a good player. When it comes to like building stuff and stuff like that, usually I need a lot of help. I think the only time I've ever built a team that like purely by myself that I thought was like good was, and I mean purely by myself, like by myself, was the what was the team it was? It was the one with Xiangling and Sayu, because like it was I called it like the circle swirl thing, where you circle with Sayu and have this circle with Xiangling's move going at the same time. But this is insane. I'm assuming like a lot of these are like Natlan enemies, I'm guessing. Which again, we've always said that enemy spoilers will not be spoilers, right? That's the way we look at it. It's just the best way I can still do trials and stuff like that. Like if we chose that enemy spoilers couldn't be like the enemies were spoilers at this stage, guys. Like it literally was like a sacrifice I made, because it was like we will literally not be allowed to do trials. This damage is freaking crazy though. Bring in Lisa, bring her in. If that makes sense, guys, because I know like at first we're like no enemy spoilers, but now we're kind of like, look, there's so many trials I literally could not have done. On the other side, before these buffs came out, a new mere idea of you as EM. Okay, so nobody ever like thought of like using her in that way. So even with like a build that's not fantastic, it's still great. So it's like someone like me could use this, even with a mediocre build. She looks great. I have always liked Lisa quite a bit. I love that like this part they're showing me all this stuff and I'm like, yes, of course. I just like put out a few artifacts, put out a few weapons, level up, go. Me watching this, yes, of course. This makes sense. Yes. Indeed. Honestly, I would have put 30 instead of 40, to be honest. In my opinion. But I guess, I don't even know what I'm saying, guys. Again, I'm looking at this, I'm trusting it. Like, fully, because I'm like, okay. And also, sorry to pause the video. I don't care if people think I'm silly for not getting into like too much into the idea of like what is this thing or whatever. Like, because I know like the majority of you legitimately do not care. And personally, I also it's not that I don't care, because obviously I love leveling up characters. I love playing as characters, but I love playing as characters because they're my favorite characters. It's the same reason like with like I play Tekken. If I'm playing Tekken, I don't care about like how much damage they do, how good they are. I'm playing as the prettiest character I can. You know what I mean? I'm playing as Steve Fox and Hwoarang because I think they're cute, not because I can use them well. I'm playing as Jun Kazama because I love her. Very cool stuff. Now this is awesome. I think it's awesome having a group how do I say a character who used to be like someone would probably take off the team very early, to being someone who like can like do this, right? And with a buff like this, I don't know if they'll ever like, do they ever debuff characters? I wonder if there's a thing where like they will debuff for after a while if they see this video. Probably not. But that was uploaded by Najir, and you can definitely check it out in the description below, because that was awesome. They make really freaking awesome stuff. Like that video, all in all, just was very, very just to talk about the video. That video was very informative. It was well made. It had like all the information that you could ever hope for in this type of stuff. And it really like felt as though like they put a lot of effort into the builds and the making of the video and the making of the character. So like you have to like appreciate that. And nevertheless, awesome stuff, Esmanako. Yeah, for me, like I would definitely like to try this out. Like obviously right now I'm focusing on I've taken a break from leveling characters. I'll just be completely honest. Like I know this, like I don't know if you guys have had this as well, because I leveled up so many characters. I got pretty like not burnt out on leveling up characters, but I was like, I kind of was starting to feel like, okay, I need to level up a lot of like characters in Natlan. So I was like, I'm taking a break. Yes, there's probably 1 or 2 characters I still want to level before I should have gotten to Natlan, but I'm gonna look, I'm taking a break before I get to a point where I don't want to level any characters in Natlan either. That's the way I'm looking at it. If that makes sense. If that makes sense, guys. But yeah, very, very cool video. Very, very cool. And I think it like it works really well for someone like me who doesn't understand all that's happening, but like loves seeing like the idea of people doing big damage. It's really, really cool. Thank you. The next video is sent in by Tyree, and it is ARTMS Pre-1 Birth official video. No context this time. Just enjoy the art. I will enjoy the art. You bet I'll enjoy the art. So, turn on CCs. Ryu. Your outfit is stunning. Kim Lip. So I want to ask you one thing. This video is so hauntingly pretty. Look at the lighting here as well, even on this. It's so pretty. Whoa. Look at the set. Oh my god. Gorgeous. Look at sorry, but like gorgeous. This video the video is creepy, but I think the fact that like they've really made it like look so freaking good. Oh, I can't get over the lighting in this girl's part. Huh? Yeah? Sorry, but like I could gather ex-boyfriends like instantly, and I could find you a flyer. Sinister, right? Like instantly, just like, oh, girl, I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not gonna stop you. These girls look amazing, by the way. I'm born with a fake smile. So like, you know, you don't know if I'm real or not. An illusion and delirium. This video is so pretty. Oh. And swear to yourself. Love me is a gift? Like, love me, it's a gift. Interesting. Wait. There's a meaning to the song here. And at first I saw it as a very like sinister way of looking at things, you know, like, and like the music had that energy to it, right? But it seems like here they're saying like, I was born with a fake smile. My pure face has been a lie all along. Fake it all, lie. It's almost saying like to like the person that they're talking to, it's like, hey, like I wonder if I could gather ex-boyfriends. Isn't like I could gather ex-boyfriends and literally, because I was like, are they gonna kill these ex-boyfriends? Because the vibe of this video, but it seems more like it's a case of like I can literally gather all these guys here and tell you, like, you know, they'll tell you the same thing maybe, where it's like, I have lied before. I have not always been my true self. And maybe it's not exactly a sinister lie. Maybe it's not exactly like a very damaging lie, but it could be a lie that is like, you know, trying to keep yourself protected in a lot of ways too. Like, you know, it's like, I'll leave you be, you know what I mean? It's like, so they're very aware of this. I'll leave you be. I'll forget about you. You'll be forgotten, which is kind of like another way of saying like, you know, you don't have to worry about me ever like coming to see you again because you will not even be on my mind going forward. So what is the truth? So cool. But everything is yours. So is that the line? This line is so cool to me. Look at this thing, this freaking spirit. An illusion in delirium is a very cool line as well. Voices are fantastic too. Oh my god, girls, you look so cool. I know you're supposed to look very sad right now, but like there's something like, again, I will never be as cool as a girl wearing a suit. Like it will never happen in my freaking life. Never be as cool. Hate me, it's a blessing. Love me, it's a gift. Hate me, it's a blessing. Oh my god. Gorgeous. Is that... gorgeous. Gorgeous. It's such an interesting thing because, like, I think, like, you can interpret it in two ways. You can interpret it as, like, if you want to be, like, you know, kind of like a very, if you go with the coven side, which you always love to do, you know what I mean? We always love to, like, talk about a coven of witches. The idea of, like, hey, like, you know, it's like, hey, like, I could literally gather my ex-boyfriends and, like, it sounds at first, it's like, oh, what are they going to do with these ex-boyfriends? But I wonder if it is a case of just, like I am, like, hiding something that is true. Like, you don't know what is true. But there's also the line where it's like, to love me is a gift, right? So they're saying to this person, like, hey, like, you know, you're lucky that you got to love me. You're lucky that you even got to know me, even if it was a lie. You're very lucky you got to know me. And then you look at the other line, which is like, you know, hate me is a blessing. So it's like, hey, like, yeah, I lied about who I was, but you got to love me, and that was a gift. And now that you even get to hate me, it's also a blessing. The fact that you even get to feel anything towards me is pretty great, right? The video itself is absolutely incredible as well. I like think that like the artistry of this stuff is always like really, really incredible. And like with this, like I think it helps so much that like every single like girl in the video really like understood like, you know, a tone that they were going for, like the energy they were going for, and that probably is good direction as well. Like it's probably very good direction as well, because the scene where like the blonde girl, I don't know the names yet, but the blonde girl was like the really white blinding blonde girl, the white hair blonde girl was like walking with her bags, and that also implies like leaving somewhere, right, getting out of where somewhere, but like her eyes are red, she looked tired, she looked very frustrated, but everyone was kind of like in a position like I think that they were like away from like a loved one, or like have left a loved one in some way, being alone at the dinner table, you know, going home on the train, grabbing your bags like after wearing a dress. Looks like you're on a night out, so it looks like you already had a great night, but you're like getting away from this thing as well. So I wonder if it has something to do with that as well. But it really does feel like it is a very like sad but like eerily confident song as well, where it's like they know themselves, but also you don't know them. You don't know them in that sense. Really cool song. I imagine that like it's one of those things that when you listen to it on the album, you're like, oh my God, you know what? Oh my God. And I think that's a really cool thing, a really, really cool thing. Thank you so much for sending in, Tyree. That was really awesome to see as well. I'm loving seeing all these new music. Like Rome Reacts has become so musical. It really has. And in a sense, like this style of this video as well was incredible. Really good. Thank you so much for sending it in. The next video is sent in by Golden Witch Beatrice. It's kind of insane how well the lyrics fit for the 77 class. The binary code, the video translates to Hello World. Let's check it out. So it's Danganronpa Remnants of Despair Kickback. Let's check it out. It's the, oh my God, it's Kickback as in one of the best openings for Chainsaw Man. We need to turn on this? Maybe not. Love the art style so far. Oh my God. Yeah? Yeah? Such a good song as well. No! This is so freaking cool. Here comes the chorus. Oh my God, they did with this, the freaking snake going over his head as well, like. Looks so good. The colors are so good with this. It looks so freaking cool. There's so much heart that went behind this. There really is, and then all the characters together. I have never heard this part of the song, I'll be honest. With the legs? Oh my god. Coming out of his eyes? I've never heard this part of the song, I'll be honest. No! So nice though, right? This, you know what's so crazy? See, I haven't played Danganronpa 2 in years and years at this stage. So it's been a long time, but it still like hits me in the feels seeing this type of stuff. Holy hell. No! No! The colors are insane. Junko. Man, like, I can't get over how cool the style is in this. Like, it really is, like legitimately, like so cool. Like, the colors, the art style itself is, like, very, like, clearly, like, their own as well. But, like, again, like I said, it's just, like, really hitting hard. It's a really cool opening, by the way, already, the Kickback opening for Chainsaw Man. But, like, the idea that, like, it's regardless of, like, the, how cool, the opening is, I feel like as well, you wouldn't, if you saw this for the first time, it does fit Danganronpa very well. It does fit it. And it could be like something in the Danganronpa games. Look at this. That's the reason everyone's called the Baby Gangster, by the way. That guy right there. That's the reason. Oh my god. Oh god. So cool. We have some binary as well. This relationship. Yeah, as I said, I haven't played Danganronpa 2 in years, and it's kind of crazy that like this just sets me right back into that place. That was such like a crazy time, and like Danganronpa is something that like, you know, I always loved playing on the channel. That's why like I would like, I know people like don't want it that much. If they made Danganronpa 4, I would be like there. I'd be like, yes, I'm here. I will play Danganronpa 4. I don't care. But yeah, the art style with this video is fantastic. The colors are beautiful. They really did like the idea of like the pink very well, because pink is blood in Danganronpa. So like what they were able to do with this video is have blood everywhere without making it feel one bit gory. Like there's blood in the background, there's blood in people's eyes, there's blood everywhere. That's the color of blood. And they did such a good job with like making it like so clean while also making it like very devastating as well. I love seeing the characters in that particular art style as usual. Like I love seeing different art styles. I love seeing the way people interpret different characters. Really stunning stuff. I really feel like Kickback does work very well. And I actually think that like it's so funny because if you put like I think specials in Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 would work as well. But like any other Jujutsu Kaisen opening would not work. But Kickback, like for some reason, works so well because it has the vibe of like and the energy of a Danganronpa. Like Danganronpa, like is not like, you know, from the outside, if you told people about what it is, a lot of people think it's going to be like, you know, a very like, you know, silly anime game with some killing in it. But like it is very dark, but it also has a very jazzy kind of like energy to it, right? It also has like a very like, you know, peppy energy to it. And I feel like Kickback really encapsulates the idea of like, you know, how life is like almost like futile, but at the same time it's like, you know, you're trying to like get through things. And in Danganronpa it's very much, yeah, dangerous but jazzy, and that's what it feels like. Kickback is perfect for that stuff. Thank you so much, Golden Witch Beatrice, for sending that in. Very, very appreciated. Awesome to see. Really awesome. I haven't watched Chainsaw Man though in a while, I'll be honest. Like I watched up to episode 9, and something else came out. It happens, guys. It really does happen. Like, you're not always going to get, sometimes you're not going to get around to a show that you want to watch all the time. But yeah. The next video is sent in by Victoria, and it's The Power. Baldur's Gate 3 OST. Let's check it out. So, I legitimately, on my phone, when I was looking through the list of names, sorry, I'll pause it there, Victoria, clicked on, that's creepy. Because I'm going through the names, obviously, on my phone, and the links are right under the names. I, clicked on, Golden Witch Beatrice's video, and I was like, what does that sound? And it's like, oh, it's Kickback again, but it's on my phone. Yeah, okay, here we go. Here's Victoria's video. Let's check it out. So my Baldur's Gate 3 life. I would love to do a second playthrough of this game because I did not give the game its justice the first time I played it. My playthrough with Baldur's Gate 3 was also fragmented, if I can say that too. Like, it was also like, I played it like a little bit, then I took a break, a little bit, then I took a break, a little bit, then I took a break. Because I got really stuck on a lot of even main quest stuff. I felt very dumb. It's gorgeous. It has a great soundtrack though, right? It has a really good soundtrack. Hell. Hell. This is always so amazing to me to see as well, by the way, because I think we've definitely seen videos like this before. This is by Etin Piano. I always say the piano is the most impressive instrument to me. Like that and the harp. The piano and the harp are so impressive to me. Because I can play the guitar. But I could never imagine playing the piano. So good. Iconic as well though, right? As soon as it went do 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 do, I was like, oh, I was like, okay, because again, I played 60 hours of Baldur's Gate 3, right? I did, but that's like when I told you I played 60 hours of Baldur's Gate 3, a lot of my friends, a lot of people in the comment section told me you have barely scratched this game, 60 hours, and you think that you've scratched this game. And it's like, yeah, probably not, and that's why I want to do a second playthrough, honestly, and just choose anything to do, maybe do a sinister run, maybe try to do something really sinister and be really crazy. So stunning. It's so beautiful that the music is so beautiful because basically what happened with this series with Baldur's Gate 3 is that they came along and they basically said, we're gonna make this beautiful game. And I don't know if they expected it to be the biggest game of that year, and it really was. Stunning stuff, this music. So pretty. Ooh. Gorgeous. And I love the emotion you can have on the keys, right? If you hit the keys a little bit harder, it sounds so much more emotional. A bit of slow down as well here. Stunning stuff. That's iconic. That's iconic. And it kind of the iconicness of this song, right, is so important Because like a song isn't iconic when you write it. It can be. It can be like, oh, this is like iconic, man. But like I feel like a song becomes iconic when like I haven't played Baldur's Gate 3 since 2023. And the fact that I'm hearing this going like, holy hell, man, you know? When I hear that beat, that one tune that do 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 is so impressive. Like, you should be so happy that you created something so iconic like that. The fact that I can listen to this and be like, holy hell, like, so long later, you know? It's like hearing the Whiterun music, right? It's like, yeah, I wouldn't listen to this all the time, but when I hear it, I get a chill. Stunning. So much talent. Special thanks to the patrons. When I say like, you know, like something is iconic, right? Like, you know, it's I like I said, this can sometimes be a thing where it's like the song isn't like, you know, it's like, oh, this song is iconic. Okay, great. Like, you know, like am I trying to hype it up? Am I trying to do this? It's like, no, when I mean iconic, I mean towards me, right? When I mentioned Whiterun's music, it's a Skyrim, right? And like I know Victoria's gonna know this as well. In Skyrim, you know, the Whiterun music, when I hear it, I go, oh my God. Like instantly, like my heart is like fluttering. I feel like a lot different than I did before. Like it is like such a beautiful song. Like when I hear the Persona 5, like, you know, where have you been? Been searching all along. That song, like I'm like instantly just like, holy hell. Like I am there. Or like the Nier music, you know, like that. It's like I'm just like, oh my God, I'm there, you know. Another example would be like, you know, hearing like, you know, the in Final Fantasy X. I know I'm being weird now, but it just like instantly just makes me go like, like it takes you back, right? It takes you back. Like the first seconds of like Tekken Tag Tournament intro, right? Do 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 do. And like you're like it. And this is what this song is able to do. And like the performance here is fantastic, but just like hearing the song again is so pretty. And I think it like just being honest, Victoria, because I haven't played in so long, the only part like I really recognized was that part where I was talking about, the part that made me go, oh, because again, it has been so long since I played it. I didn't obviously give my full attention to Baldur's Gate 3 when it fully came out, because obviously it was very fragmented. I played it at different times. And I really feel like that was just because like I got personally frustrated, just being honest, playing the game because I was not good at it. You know what I mean? A lot of people were just like, change it to like easy mode. People said that you're clearly not very good at this combat, 110%. And if we did do another playthrough, I might change it to easy mode just so I can manage it more. The puzzles sometimes were like very, very crazy to me. The combat, I was dying all the time. Just being completely honest with you guys, I have no reason to hide that. So like, I feel like I didn't give it the fair shake that it truly deserves. And I think having an audience behind me playing a second playthrough, which like, I think it'd be fun. And having that audience behind me as I'm playing a second playthrough would really make it that experience like go from like Baldur's Gate 3 being like, oh, it's a really good game, to being like, this is like one of the greatest games of all time. And I'd love to have that feeling, you know, I really would. This was beautiful, Victoria. Sorry for using your video as a soapbox, but I love talking about how iconic music can be. I really freaking do. I love it so much. The next video is sent in by Felicia's. Oh, and before I go, I want to say as well, the person who does this music is so talented. They're so talented. The fact that they're able to make this sound so amazing. The fact I'm watching a YouTube video and it feels like I'm like holding a glass of red wine in the room with them. So freaking amazing. It's so incredible. Yeah. The next video sent in by Felicia's Felix. I really like this group and they did a Hoya Fair song, so I'm happy to send it in now that you've started Natlan. Let's check it out right now. Right now. If anyone's wondering, like I know Felix like his net is a mod, so Felix would never I'm not talking about Felix, but yeah, it's a good time to talk about like spoilers and stuff like that. While we're going through Natlan, pretty much everything minus like obviously boss battles are spoilers, but like, you know, minor enemies don't have to be spoilers really that much. Music, of course, will be a spoiler. Things like that, right? Obviously with this, like I've seen characters, so like there's, you know, it's what a start. Oh my god, look at this art style. Oh, beautiful use of these colors as well. Ito and Klee, adorable pairing. Timmy's pigeons. Oh my god. This is so good. Benny. With the bringing yourself back to life. Utawa. And Xiao. Xiao, come on the journey, come on. Beautiful, beautiful. He's watching us like a hawk, like he better be safe, you know? This is so pretty. The art style is so gorgeous. Like, and again, like it's one of those things where like it looks very simple, but like it actually is like very, very detailed and delicate. Look at the colors on the sail, for example. You know what I mean? Like all the colors are so delicate. So pretty. Oh, Klee, they're all sick. Gorgeous. Yay, Miko. Oh my god. Oh, it's so good. You're overcoming a lot, this is what they're saying. So good. Kill you with the bomb. Let her blow up whatever she wants. I love that her and Ito have made best friends. They're going to all the different regions? That's a great line, by the way. Exciting groups of notes overflowing with, yeah. Oh my god, and Font of course. He almost got arrested. Of course he would. If Ito went there, of course he would end up at the Fortress of Mirapede. Of course he would. Yeah, the style is just so freaking pretty, and like I love how we have like a very like comedic style for these characters, but like they're so freaking sweet, right? They're so sweet, and like look at the art style with the pink on the cheeks and everything is as well. No, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous, and like the lyrics are going by fast. They are going by fast. So I'm trying to enjoy the visuals, like mostly, if I'm being honest. Oh man, this is gorgeous. I always appreciate anyone who can use orange and browns in a very cool way. This is awesome. This is awesome. All the different journeys. Come on, Drama, you've been here so many times. And the Natlan characters though, who we have like yet to meet. I cannot wait. Well, we met Kachina. I cannot wait to meet these characters. Man, it's so freaking pretty. And this art style as well with the colorful world just starting the stage. It's all, oh my god, this artist, I'm telling you this right now, their name is Amatsuki. You need to come back, please, and animate stuff in Natlan because your art style will be perfect for the colors of Natlan. I think we'd all agree that the art style will be perfect for the colors of Natlan. I'm not wrong, am I? I'm not wrong. Like, they definitely would be. Yeah, like, gorgeous art style. Like, the way they depicted all the characters was super funny as well. And they really got their personalities also. Like, there was, like, Ito getting, like, almost arrested in the Fortress of Mirapede makes perfect sense. Like, I know for a fact that Rio would have him, like, on the radar. Making sure that he's, like, you know, watched at all times. I know for a fact that he would. I know he would. I don't know. It's really, really sweet. And like getting to all the characters that's going by. I loved like Xiao watching us like a hawk. That's how I know this person who made this artwork, like, or people, I don't know, knew the characters, understood the characters. Xiao staring death stares in the back of her head, not because he wants to kill us, but because he's like, you better be safe. You better be safe right now. Yeah. Yeah, gorgeous art side. Loved the comedy of it. Loved the music was very fast, like very fast, but I think that's what they were going for. I think they were going for like a very like, you know, here's a summary of like, not a summary, but here's like us going to all these different regions on a journey. Everything feels like it's going by very fast. I love the use, and again, I know it sounds weird, but like I've grown to like appreciate more and more people using beige tones for artwork. It's something that like you're kind of like you're told to kind of shy away from, at least when I was a kid, when it came to art. And I love now that like a lot of times like nowadays like it's becoming a thing where like it actually does look good, because the beige tones in this video also look very, very pretty also. Very, very cool video. Very, very fun time. Thank you so much, Felix, for sending it in. The next video is sent in by Juliana, I believe. Yes. And it is Anthem of Savanah, Genshin in back cover. Let's check it out. Oh, wow. I only saw one guy in the thumbnail, but there's two people here. There's such a wealth of like music you can cover from Genshin. Anyone can appreciate it. I feel like when I'm playing Genshin, if I'm farming or something, I hear the song once per day. Wait, you know why I hear it once per day? Because I was like, I hear this once per day. And it's like, yeah, it's like the menu music for Genshin now. Before you boot up the game, I hear this every day. I hear the song every single day. I was like, I hear this every day farming. It's like, oh, it's the freaking battle theme. This is the menu theme for Genshin before you boot up the game. Yeah, so recognizable. They're doing such a good job with this. Beautiful toning it down here. Stunning. Nice. Such care put into this as well, right? Tapping a little like egg shaker. And to talk about like that menu music, by the way, no avoiding that as a spoiler, right? Like Genshin is going to do that now, I think, going forward. I think it is an advertising thing where they will be like, let's put a musical theme from the region in the region with the splash screen on the region. They didn't do that beforehand. They did not do that beforehand. Usually they would have just like a picture of your next task, right? What you had to do or whatever like that. And it was much easier to ignore. It was much easier to ignore because you're just like, okay, just click on the thing. But every time I back out of the menu, because usually when I need to edit something out, I'll back out of the menu just so when I'm going through the edit, I can go, oh, there it is, right? It has a different theme and different song, so you can see the wave patterns are different. So when I back on the menu, I hear all the time dun, 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 all the time, every single time. Oh, it's so freaking good. Very pretty. They did such a very good job of this for being and that's the thing. I'm never gonna be shocked by the way that we do things here on Roma Reacts, right? I'll always be shocked, but I'll never be shocked. It's one of those things where it's like, man, that's so amazing for two amateurs in their room, you know what I mean? And you're like, wait, Rome Reacts is constantly impressing me with what fans and people who haven't actually done any, people who actually haven't, how do I say it, gotten a massive break maybe have done. It's always really cool to see stuff like that. I don't know, I love it. I think that's what makes Rome Reacts the best for me. Like what makes it so like communal and so fun. I love seeing what you guys are into and adopting it to myself. And like, you know, I think people would like be very, you know, be honest and say like, you know, like not everything gets like fully adopted into like my own personal experiences, but it's not always just about me finding stuff that I like or finding stuff that I find the stuff that I will continue to like do afterwards, right? It's also about like showing stuff that's a part of your personality as well and being like, hey, Calvin, what do you think of this? And then we can all watch it together and other people can comment on it too. And that's what's another one of my favorite things about, sorry for Juliana, I'm going to talk about your video in a second, but another thing I love about Rome Reacts is the idea when someone posts a video or something, I watch it and then someone goes, oh my God, someone posted this video. Oh, I love that. That's like such a good feeling as well. But yeah, it's really, really nice to see them like the cover of the song. It's a really nice song. It's become like it's in my mind constantly. Like it's one of those things where like I but you know what's so interesting about it? Because it's such an interesting way. Like it's different instruments, different like playing. It's like it's not a song I would listen to constantly. It's not in my head in the way that I would sing along to it. You know what I mean? Like and I feel like Genshin does a good job of that actually, of making music that you could hum along to. But like, it's never like parodied in my head. You know, sometimes like I just sometimes battle themes in games, I will like kind of just be like, like in my head. I feel like they're so like unique in a lot of ways that it's sometimes hard to like parody them or like get the beat because there's sometimes they go like in this beat that you've never even heard of as well. And in that case, that's one of those things. Thank you, Juliana, for sending in this video. The next video is sent in by Pauline Grint, and it is sorry, Pauline. I'm so bad at this. I'm here again with BTS. As much as I love their music, what really made me a fan of theirs is their personalities, and also this serves as kind of introduction to them, 2 in 1. So it's BTS answer the web's most answered most search questions. This is really cool, and I love behind the scenes stuff. I guess I love having a bit of fun with like some people that are very like, you know, passionate about their music, about their fans, and it very much clearly like for me, I see that's a big part of like K-pop so far, at least from my perspective. Maybe I'm wrong. That it is like, you know, a lot of it's built up around the idea of like, you know, their fans, their fandom, the army in this case, right, for BTS. And it's really cool to see this stuff. And I can even see Suga in the thumbnail. And again, this is like such a different vibe from Suga already just from the thumbnail. Crazy. Let's check it out.
위는 가만히 있는데 밑에서 이제 발광치고 있는.
패션이 백조 같긴 해요.
Your outfit looks like a swan. So I guess I'm gonna have subtitles on for this as well because it is for Wired.
Much information.
Let's go.
Here we are.
BTS.
We're doing Wired autocomplete interview.
Okay. Yes.
So okay, that's Suga, the one on the far right, right?
Go.
First go. Okay.
Who BTS?
The one that's in the back row to this beside him is Jimin, right? The one in the lovely brown and white jumper with the yellow pads on his arm is Taeyoung, and that's the names I know so far.
Who BTS? Who are BTS members? Kim Namjoon, Kim Taehyung,
정국장.
Great outfit.
지민 Park. 민윤기.
Tran. Okay. Who in BTS has the deepest voice?
자, 한번 해보자.
Or me? Maybe.
They're all going so deep.
Let's battle.
Next question.
Who BTS?
Who joined BTS in
Oh, interesting.
order? RM is the first, and then Suga and
J-Hope.
Suga.
and then
JK. 진 정국.
Jin and Jungkook.
거의 비슷.
Jungkook,
And V.
Jin, Jungkook. Is that it, Jungkook?
No, V. Jimin. Jimin is the latest.
Who BTS?
Who is BTS' best friend?
Oh, who is BTS best
Like a
friend?
group?
Sheeran.
Halsey.
Can BTS. Can BTS.
Did he say like a lot of Ed Sheeran?
BTS come to my birthday party.
Yeah, sorry.
sorry. We are so busy. Can BTS cook?
We got Chung.
Yeah.
We got Sean.
And kimchi bokkeumbap. Kimchi fried rice. 닭가슴살 볶음.
김치찌개 Korean.
Far left, stunning.
한국 음식 다 한국 음식은 대부분 좀 하는 것
Korean
같아요.
food.
달려라 방탄을 본다면 저희가 무슨 음식을 만드는지 알 수 있을 겁니다.
아니, 김치도 담그고 그러는데
맞아.
I like
나머지 멤버들이 왜 요리를 안 하는지도 알 수 있을 겁니다.
Can BTS drive?
남준 제외하고는 다
Okay,
우리나라.
bicycle. Yeah.
Yep.
Kubakis.
Can BTS?
남준이 이거 달방에서 이거.
Oh my god.
Okay. Can BTS eat spicy food?
Hell yeah.
불닭 볶음면.
나 요즘에는 못 먹겠어.
나도 힘들어.
아 좋아하는
아니 근데
It's too hard.
근데 이게 한국인이 아닌 이제 다른 나라의 기준으로는
우리 잘 먹지 다.
그
Can I say with
너무
Suga?
잘 먹는
Like I said, the vibes are different from the video. Yes, they are. But Suga, like, I feel like is like way more quiet so far. So maybe the vibes are right. Because usually, like, the most quiet people come out with the most, like, you know, dangerous, sick lines you've ever heard in your life.
쌈장도 맵대.
김치를 매워하니까.
그 뭐냐.
Taeyong is
튀김으로
gorgeous.
Next, can be this member.
Oh, interesting. Very interesting question.
태영이 트럼펫 이제 다시 배운다고 했고.
Yes, sir.
Oh, nice.
Okay, can BTS members swim? 아, 나 잘해.
You know
나 수영
잘
잘해.
못해요 수영.
I'm good.
힘 빼면 뜨잖아.
위는 가만히 있는데 밑에서 이제 발광치고 있는.
최근에 우리 그 얘기했었잖아요.
지금 패션이
The energy.
Too much information. How BTS?
How BTS changed my life.
어떻게?
근데 이거는
Gorgeous.
저는 정말 희망이 되었어요.
Oh,
이름 따라.
맞아.
어떻게 내 인생?
that's really nice.
뭔가 그렇게 믿다 보니까 그렇게 되네.
근데 저도 뭐 호비랑 비슷하게 저도 좀 이렇게 어둡고 침침한 그런 사람이었다가 이렇게 좀 밝은 사람으로 바뀌었어요.
BTS 많은 걸 바꿨죠 우리를.
그쵸.
뭔가 끝까지 한번 가보고 싶다는 생각.
BTS가
That's so sweet.
안했어 음악을 계속 했을지 모르겠네요.
Oh my god.
Introduce themselves. Hello, you're BTS. Hello, I am
진.
RM. My name is Bree. I'm good boy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm your hope, you're my hope. I'm Jai.
I'm Jimin.
I am Suga.
So, am I right in saying Suga's the quiet one? Right? Am I right?
How old are members in BTS?
Korean age? No. Global age.
Global age. Let's go.
I'm 26. I'm 25. 25.
I'm 23.
23.
I'm 27.
25.
Oh.
28.
Oh.
Wow. How
They're
BTS
still so young.
learned English?
Oh.
Yeah. 일단 프로나운스부터 좀 고쳐야겠는데.
Didn't learn English.
Yeah.
Jungkook is taking lessons.
Yeah.
Hobie is taking lessons.
Very cool.
Suga is taking lessons, and you are taking no lessons.
Netflix.
How can
Netflix. I mean, okay, like legitimately, like I, it's not the same thing at all. But like a lot of people, like you know, you can like learn. It's not the same as getting lessons. But like I know that there is legitimately like a wrestler named Kevin Owens who learned how to say a lot of English words from watching English wrestling. You know what I mean? Like it can help quite a bit. They're sweethearts. So far, they're absolute sweethearts, and you can tell that they do like this a lot. And also, learning English when you're global superstars, I can imagine there's a lot of pressure in that as well. Like you know, because you're starting off the thing, and there's no way they knew how big BTS was going to be. There's no freaking way. And when they did become that big, they became massive. And still are massive, by the way. Like even as solo acts, they're probably massive as well. We saw how many like freaking views Suga got earlier. And it really does it's always cool to see that behind the scenes they're like, hey, we're working really hard on our English because it's something that like you probably didn't expect to have to do. And they've also broke the mold in a lot of that ways too when it comes to like being like because again, a lot of acts like Blackpink were obviously I heard of like years before I heard of, not years before, but before I heard about BTS. And, you know, there's other acts like, you know, that were pioneers and stuff like this. But I really feel like, you know, as I said, BTS was the first K-pop group I heard on the radio and still the only group that I've heard on the radio here in Ireland. So like that, it does count for something. It's a global thing now.
At the same time.
어떻게?
연습 많이 하면 되는데.
이거.
이것도 연습하다 보면 될 거 아니야. Does BTS?
Okay.
Does BTS eat McDonald's?
BTS?
Hell yeah, Big Mac.
Yeah.
이제
Big Mac?
이제 이태원점에서 배달하더라.
오래됐어요.
아 그래요? 나는 안
그래
돼.
나 엄청 먹어요 엄청.
It's been a while.
메뉴 이제 없어졌죠.
Mac chicken.
Does BTS buy their?
Interesting question.
왜 궁금해하는 거야?
예,
티셔츠 사신 그러면.
삽니다.
근데 저는 옷을 안 사요.
We barely buy our own clothes. Exact Louis Vuitton. The best.
I mean, that makes sense. For me, that's a question that is like that you would want to know as a K-pop fan because you're like, wow, these guys' styles are so good.
BTS dye their hair.
저는 검은색으로 염색했습니다.
No, it's all natural. Look at that.
Does BTS drink coffee?
I love coffee.
커피 없으면 못 살지.
I like 연한 커피.
아메리카노.
V is just stunning.
카페인만 먹어요.
아 맞아 윤기
By the
형도
way.
커피를 끊었습니다. 저는 진짜 커피 없으면 못 살아요.
Agust
반샷
D
커피로
cafe.
네, 아침에 일어나면 물 대신 커피.
전 먹고 싶은.
I haven't drank coffee in 2 years.
Coffee boys.
Coffee phone.
Give it up, man. Can I just say that? Like, look how I'm learning, guys. Right? Watch this. Watch. You ready? You ready for this? You ready? Y'all ready? V is my BTS bias. Is that how it works?
BTS eat healthy.
No. I like sugar.
I like sugar.
저는 좀 건강하게 먹으려고 하는 게 탄수화물 좀 적게 먹고
Okay.
설탕 안
I don't drink
먹고.
soda either.
슈가가 슈가를 안 먹어?
My turn.
Well, sugar doesn't need sugar.
Is BTS first? Is BTS first?
Yes.
BTS
Yes.
유명한가요?
Answer. You know.
Very famous.
어쩌면 영어로 보여요.
어쩌면? Maybe.
아 그거요? Maybe. BTS is BTS Korea.
Yeah.
Yes, more Korea.
Yeah. yes. 근데 영어 같았어. Yes, what did you say?
Yes, more Korea.
Oh yeah.
Is BTS nice?
They seem so.
BTS is very very nice.
Great.
BTS nice.
No, we're bad boy.
Bad boys. Okay. Suga is.
Yes, I'm a
We found out Suga is.
Bad boy. Yeah.
Yes, I'm a bad boy.
My turn. Who BTS?
또 who BTS?
Who? BTS.
Who is BTS leader?
Namjoon Kim.
Kim Namjoon.
Our leader
So-
is very smart and very.
Very kind.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Very very
Smart,
멍청됐어.
strong,
That's very sweet.
Healthy. Big body.
very handsome.
Is So there's a difference between a center and a leader. Who is the center of BTS?
Who is BTS brother?
Yes, sir.
이렇게 봐서 진 줄 알았다.
Hitman band, rap dance, 노래가 상대방의
Producer.
선, Japan. Sugar.
Suga's the producer?
P-Dog.
Peace Noise, P-Dog.
Very cool.
Bang.
P Double Dog.
Or on the
Who is
production
the
team, I
most
suppose.
handsome in BTS.
I would say V, but like they all have like very handsome faces. Like they do. I'm still not good in the names. Far left over here has like just a classically movie star face, by the way, for sure. Suga, who like wouldn't have like classical movie star face, still has like a very very handsome face as well. Like it's everyone's beautiful in their own ways.
John, very very handsome guy. Thank you.
Next question. Who is the best dancer in BTS?
Okay.
Okay.
RMS, Jin and Sugar.
They're agile.
Does BTS make their own music?
Of course. Make their own music.
Does BTS need a new member?
솔직히 새로운 사람 들어오면 어떻게 여기서 견디거나
Adjusting is hard.
일단 우리가 싫어할 것 같아.
아 그리고 우리 지금 많아.
저희 방 다 찼어요.
우리 지금 많아.
아니 엄청 불편할 거 아니야 우리.
그지?
저희 비트박스 한 명 필요하긴 해요.
비트박스 나쁘지 않지?
저 나쁘지 않죠.
Does BTS play games?
요즘에 뭔가 비디오 게임 되게
Oh, nice.
비디오 게임.
He's even cuter now.
PlayStation.
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Oh.
Xbox.
It Takes Two라는 게임
Oh,
비디오 게임.
very cool.
BTS watch any.
Does BTS watch
anime.
요즘 그 한국에서도 애니메이션들이 되게 많이 나오는 거 아십니까?
Legitimately, I just got a subscription to Viki. Again, off the suggestion of a patron who also sends in K-pop stuff, and I put like so much of the Korean animation on my watch list. It was just constantly just adding it to it like all the time. Very, very, very. It looks very cool. I'm actually like very stunned by how like pretty Suga is. Because again, like as you said, like we talked about like on the far left, there's like a very like movie star pretty, and there's also like there's different types of pretty, right? And Suga's really pretty.
애니메이션 안 본 진짜 오래된 거 같아요.
진짜
지브리 애니 너무 좋아.
아니
Oh,
최근에
yes.
이제 유튜브를
Same.
보는데 알고리즘에 이제 막 그
맞아, 옛날 거 뜨잖아.
뽀로로를 이제 뽀로로가 뜨더라고. 그리고 편집을 되게 이상하게 해가지고 되게 웃기게 해놓은 것들.
여러분 혹시 오세암 아십니까?
Sim?
BTS workout.
아니 난 사람들이 무슨 나보고 크로스핏 하냐고 물어보더라고. 근데 크로스핏을 해본 와도 안 해봤는데 나는 그냥 이제 재활이랑.
Okay, so they still work
근데
out.
뭐 우리가 하는 게 그래도 크로스핏이랑 비슷하지.
Okay, next question.
BTS get
Hopefully.
along.
No.
BTS 관계.
No, we're so nah. We're just business.
Yeah. 우리끼리도 사회적 거리두기.
Social distance.
Social distancing.
아, 이렇게 나온다고 구글에 치면.
Wow.
Thanks for searching us and thanks for
Very cool.
watching. Thank you.
A very fun video. What I liked about that video is that like you get to see them. First of all, they are very, very trained, not trained, but probably experienced in press because they did a really good job there of like you know, getting across their points. Like, and maybe there's like a lot of editing as well. But like I really feel like that's a really cool thing because they've been in the industry for so long. Because not everyone gets it right. Like, and it's not just like in Korean music. I've seen like many like bands not do, because I come from heavy metal. But a lot of heavy metal bands, like, you know, don't have that same, like, because again, there's nothing wrong with like having, like, with being a little bit experienced, knowing how to handle press stuff, knowing how to like show who you are while also showing, you know, a very fun side to yourselves, making sure that like, you know, everything is like, you know, you're expressing yourself in the right way. And I really feel like they did a good job with that. But also like beyond like the whole idea of how experienced they are, you could really tell that there was like a very like a trust amongst everyone there, and I could feel it. I could feel like this like very like comfortable trust with every single one to answer the questions, to be like, you know what you're talking about, we know each other, we have this, you know, this is what we understand about each other, and I feel like that was like a really cool thing as well. I love these type of videos. These are so freaking good, and like I said, I've been watching like it's crazy because like we watched the first K-pop video in Roma Reacts was a ZB1 video, and after that like the floodgates opened, right? The floodgates opened completely, and it's been such a fantastic experience for me seeing stuff like this, seeing your guys' interest, seeing, you know, like I knew about BTS for years, like everyone has. Like BTS is like, you know, they're global, they're massive, they're gigantic. But I think there's something so nice about like making sure that you understand how human these people are, and how at their core they're not just, you know, and a lot of you know, and there's a reason why Pauline sent this in is because, you know, they obviously know this as well. Like at their core, they're human. You know what I mean? That's what they are, and it can be very difficult sometimes for some people who go online and they watch some of this stuff, or they watch some videos and they go, "Oh, this is you know, BTS, one of my favorite groups," and it's like, oh yeah, but they you know, they only see them as kind of like, you know, they're what they are in their videos. And you can see here as well, like, you know, like the example I give is like V, right? Every single shot I've seen of V, whether it be from Dynamite or the other videos we saw from BTS as well, the other two videos we saw from BTS as well, he's always had a very like cool energy, like a very like, you know, on screen, like, you know, very like how do I say it, like very like this beautiful, cool, like, let's just say a very sexy energy, right? And it's very like cool, it's very like in place. But again, like who you are on your video is like, you know, that's you turned up to like 15, right? You have to be that way. That's a music video. That's everyone's music video. You turn yourself up to 16, you know, to 16 on your levels. And here you see like how much of like a dork he kind of can be. You know what I mean? And that makes it like, again, makes you appreciate them more, makes you see them as like as a human. And I think that's always a really good way of doing it, because again, they are their own people, and I love seeing this type of stuff. I really do. It just makes me like really like fall in love with groups like this even more. I think that's what it does. That's the point as well. Like you fall in love with them. I love seeing like their different personalities. Like I could tell right away that, again, I don't know the names really well still. Hope, is that his name? Hope? The guy in the white shirt, he was very like active, right? And then you had like, you know, Taehyung being very like, you know, dorky in a lot of ways and very funny in a lot of ways. You know, the guy in the far left who has a smile on his face constantly. There's clearly a leader who is leading the pack as well. Jimin is like, you know, seems very shy to me, and that's just what I'm getting from this as well. Suga very quiet, but also seemed very confident in like their answers as well. And again, the guy in the right as well, I feel like also was like very charming. There's a lot of like things going on in one video, but yeah, sorry for going off on such a tangent, but it's been such a big thing for me this week that like this has definitely been a big enjoyment for me, is getting into like a lot of K-pop stuff and learning about a lot of this stuff and getting into this. So I do appreciate people sharing this stuff with me. It's very, very nice. Thank you so much, Pauline. The next video is sent in by Yubaka, and it is more Path to Nowhere music. Let's see, it's Undefined Red. Hold on. There's no subtitles, but we'll listen to everything going on. Slick. Very slick, right? Whoa. Nice. You know what's so interesting? You can almost see someone walking through a cityscape in the rain, or you can feel someone almost like walking down the stairs towards you. It really feels that way. It's awesome. It's great vocals as well. Really good vocals. Forgive me now. The vocals are stunning. They're so stunning. And getting slower as well. Sorry, I was like, I know it seems like I'm not, like, I just realized I was just bopping my head along for a few. I was like, yeah. I was like, oh yeah, Calvin, you do not have a face cam. You do not have one of those. Really, really slick song though so far. I love the click of the fingers as well. So perfectly timed. Whoa. The beat behind as well, the dun, like it's like it's like very aggressive without being like overbearing, right? Like I don't feel like, oh, like it's something you can still have in your headphones, you know? Very cool stuff. Yeah, like this type of stuff is always awesome to hear from Yubaka because again, it's like it's really just like I already have my feet up usually when I'm watching this stuff and I'm just relaxing as I'm listening to stuff. But it really like hits me kind of like, you know, when you have like songs like this that are so slick and so cool. I'm sent to another world almost. Like, and again, I don't know what the actual song. It sounds like very desperate or has desperation in the song. It's like begging for someone to help out with the stuff. But it also like makes me feel like I'm like with the music in the background, it's like, you know, it's very heavy on the soul, if that makes sense. It's like slick, it's cool. You could listen to it like casually, but then like when you listen to it and then kind of feel it, it's like it feels like it's hitting like right into your heart, if that makes sense. I almost like, again, transported to a different world. I felt like I was in the rain for a bit. Felt like I was like, you know, seeing someone walk down the stairs towards you, as I said. It has all those like unmistakable, like slick, like sensual, very cool vibes while also having those, like there's hints of like every time I heard the lyrics where like every once in a while I was like, like this is like this. There is like some sort of like you know pleading question or like desperation in this song as well. And the art style was very, very cool as well for the cover, by the way. Very beautiful stuff. And like with music videos like and songs like this, I should say songs like this. Usually like it's something I've never heard before, so it's always very interesting to have like a first viewing of or listening of something that like I've never heard of, because there's no like, and that's why I like doing Rum Reacts as well, as I always say. Like I feel like if I prepared like, okay, I'm gonna listen to Undefined Red today, right? There's a build up to it. There's like a whole thing, but like here it's like it's all I have is like this. All I have is like what you sent before and this. And that's what I love about listening to new songs in this, is because I don't come in with like a preconceived notion. We just try to judge everything as it is. And with this, yeah, the way I would describe the song, sensual, impactful, while also feeling a lot very like a song of desperation, and also a song that like really is heavy without being overbearing, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't feel like I can't listen to the song for long periods of time, is what I'd say. Thank you so much for sending us in, Yubaka. Very appreciated. The next video is sent in by What's Your Damage? Good day, everyone. Taking a break from G Idol this week, so I thought it'd be cute to share Twice's. Remember their great hair? Oh my god, how can I forget? How can I forget? They were stunning. Their personalities were so vibrant. How can I forget? First fully English song release. Feels like it matches the vibe of Valentine's too. Ooh. You know whether or not you celebrate it. Well, you know what? I'm probably going to be celebrating with all of you guys in some way. That sounds weird. I mean, like, I'm going to celebrate with you guys as I'm going to upload a video on that day. That's nothing to do with Valentine's Day. And we'll all be in the comment section talking about the video. Thought it would be cute because this was also my first K-pop song I truly obsessed over back when I released. I even tried learning the dance. Anyway, here's Twice. So this is Twice the Feels music video. Let's check it out. And I love that you showed that you shared something very personal. So since you shared that you tried to learn the dance of this, I think it's also just very, very nice that you said that you tried to learn the dance, right? For me, when I was a teenager, I had a mirror in my bedroom and I had my guitar, and I would put the guitar in my bedroom. I'd set up my microphone stand and the guitar and put on a song in the background. And I would try to like mimic how I would play on stage when I was in a band. Like I'd put on a song and be like, yeah, like I'll do this thing. Never did it. Like too nervous to ever actually like do all the cool stuff that I was doing. Like, you know, I was very much like a standstill kind of like singing to the mic type person. But like, oh my God, days like thinking, yeah, when I'm playing this Children of Bodom song, I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm going to like duck my head down like this. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it's like very relatable. Don't worry, What's Your Damage? Very relatable indeed. Let's check it out. Stunning colors. Oh my God, what an outfit. Prom. I know it's fully in English, by the way, but like this is always for, I like to put on subtitles as much as I can for myself, because like I read subtitles a lot even with anything else, but like it's also good to have like for every viewer as well. Style is fantastic already. Okay, I'm stopping already because I have to say this, right? There's something about and Twice has done this, and like most groups you've seen do this a lot, right? But there's something about like when they look into the camera, like I get a bit shy. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, staring into my soul. The outfits are crazy. Great jacket. The very kind of like Mean Girls esque burn book ransom note type writing as well, right? Oh my God! Hold on a second here. This is what I love about videos like this, right? First of all, yeah, the hair is stunning. It's always stunning. But just little scenes like this. First of all, yeah, look at whoever does their hair needs to a raise. Scenes like this, so I'll point it out. That right there. Just, they're so good. Just these little inserts. Yeah. Dance moves are so good too. Oh my God, they're like a prom. Supernatural attraction. Oh my God. They look fabulous, right? Like, it's just so... Okay. Oh my God. This video is so good. Can I say as well the lyrics as well? Like, you know, it's just they're obviously like, you know, proclaiming like, you know, how they got the feels, how like what it feels like to be in love or what it feels like to have the feels for someone. But I really feel like what they're doing like really well with this as well is that like this is like the definition of a bop. This is like one of those songs that you like listen to and you're like, oh my God, like I can like do anything to this. I can clean the house to this. I can just sit down and watch this. I can like do work to this. I can like, you know, get through the day with this. It's so fun. It's so fun. Ray, I was gonna give a raise to the hair people, but yeah, I love this. I love when they insert the very like bouncy lyrics. It's so nice. This. Oh my god, it's such a great line too. It's so great. Oh, this is such a good video. This one, yeah. So nice. Holy hell. They're so talented. I'm smiling ear to ear right now. These inserts are so good. The little dorky dance. So it definitely, like, am I right in saying that it does, like, to me, like, it's calling upon, like, the style of a Mean Girls, I suppose, which is a superb movie, one of the greatest movies ever made. But, like, I really, really adore how much of a freaking just like bop this is, how like fun it is to listen to the lyrics, how like, you know, like sweet it is, like the idea of like proclaiming yourself to be a dork, because it's like, hey, I'm a fool. If it's stupid to feel this way, then I'm a fool. I love that, the acceptance of who you are, man. It's so cool.
So
What's your intention? Tell her right now. They're also talented. So talented. So freaking cool. Your style is magical. It's immeasurable. I need to tell you this right now, whoever you are. It's so good. This gal, bundle of joy. I want to make sure this is full HD as well, because I'd be so upset if it was. It is. Okay, I'd be so upset if it wasn't. This is such a good video as well. It's again, like we talk about dopamine hits. Great stuff. Great stuff. It's not over though. It's not over. Oh, it's the credits, and you get to see him do like some more dancing. Is this freestyle? Yeah. Someone had to do like a dorky dance. Someone had to. There's a really cool connection here between all of them. I feel it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Again, I don't know them. Like, and that's the thing. I will never ever claim to like, you know, and I feel like that's a good way of putting it. Like, you know, knowing them on a truly personal level is always like, you know, something you can't do. But what I love about like seeing stuff like this is like, you know, there's again, we talked about like, you know, turning it up to like 11, right? When you have these videos. And in this sense, like you can, it seems like you're having a lot of fun. It does seem like you're having a lot of fun, but that obviously doesn't change the fact that like there's so much that goes into this. Like these type of videos take so much work, and there's so much personal stuff in their lives that could be going on at any one time, that I'm always just so impressed with all the groups you see in the K-pop music industry that we've seen, like that they can like pull out such an amazing video like this, and it can't be overstated how much talent there is there. And it's not just in like this, like the dances are amazing, right? The outfits are amazing. The hair, incredible. The style is incredible. The song itself is so incredible too, but the production side of it as well is so impressive also. The fact that you have like all these gals like constantly, no matter what, looking at their absolute like, you know, best in terms of like their dance moves, their inserts. It's so freaking good. And I feel like as well, there's like a lot of like very, because here's the thing, you can have the best style in the world, right? But like if it doesn't fit you, you can tell right away. But I think they did a really good job with the hair, with the makeup, with the outfits, with where they were in these dance moves. You know, we talked about the girl with the kind of black hair that was doing like the smiling right at the camera, like touching her cheeks. Such a great insert. It's such a good insert that just like quickly like is really nice to see, really fun to see. And it's really like really sweet. It's really sweet as well. The lyrics of this were also very fun. Like, again, I love the idea of someone saying, I have no problem being a fool. I got the fields for you. It is like, in a way, kind of like a little bit of like in the best way possible. It's a dorky song only because love is dorky, and like they're not shying away from the fact that like sometimes love can be really, really beautiful and hot, and like it can be really like, oh my God, this is like hitting me in the heart. But sometimes it is also like, hey, like, you know, it's a very like, it almost makes you feel a bit immature. It almost makes you feel like you're like not yourself. And I really got that vibe from this, where like they're like really have this like a lot of energy into like proclaiming how like it does feel like it's making them feel like an idiot, but it feels great. It feels absolutely fantastic. Yeah, as I said, great production, great music video. Always so impressed by how they put this together. So much talent here. It's unbelievable. It's so good. It's so good to see this. And I really hope that, because I think before twice sometimes does get blocked, but I think that maybe it might be because it depends on the production company. I could be wrong. It depends on the production company. Yeah, I'm stunned by this video. This is a stunning video with absolutely fantastic dancers, and the girls looked absolutely fantastic, and the song was a bop. It was just so fun. I could listen to this for hours, and it could be doing anything. I really could. Awesome stuff. Really awesome stuff. Thank you so much, Watch Your Damage. The next video is sent in by Zevi. At Atelier by Fake Type. Tomohat, Kyo, and Dai's Iwasaki. This is one of my favorite inspiring songs. Turn on CC for the translated lyrics. They were quite lengthy because of the rap quality. So feel free to pause whenever you want to. I'll pause whenever I don't want to. Fake Type's songs also have unique characters that you may see in different songs, just like Eve. So it's always fun to see what stories they end up in. Hope to send in a couple again soon. You send in whatever you want, Zevi. Let's get into this. So already a really interesting art style starting off right away, right? Gorgeous art style. Gorgeous art style. I want to paint and dye and then show you, writing ideas down with a pencil and pop up, giving them life. Okay. We're starting off with a cool premise. So like inspiration is like waiting so close by. Okay. A gradation full of love. So nice. The art style is gorgeous, by the way. It's so stunning. And I feel like it's like talking through their own artistic process, right? And how they feel about what it is with drawing, like how like creating feels. Nice. So pretty. And the exhilaration of like creation, right? It really feels that way, yeah. Oh my God, yeah, look at these inspired eyes as well. So this witch is real. Leveling up. Pass it on to future me. That's such a good line. The idea of like, yeah, and that happens. I draw, and I'm not a good, like a great artist, but like when you draw and you're like, I'll work on this later. It literally does feel like you're passing on to tomorrow, Calvin. You know what I mean? Hey, Calvin, you take that tomorrow. And it's like, yeah, you just answer. Oh, I love doing that as well. You don't know how it's gonna end. Yeah. 110%. It is like that. There is a thing with creating art where and like here's the thing, it's not the same thing at all, but like there's times when like I've started a video before, and this is different from drawing, but I can do drawing as well, but I've started a video and I've literally been like, man, I'm not in the mood today. I'm like, look, I don't usually record on Saturday. I'll record this video on Saturday. You know what I mean? And that's how it goes. It's like sometimes like you just like, if I'm not, you just have to like go, okay, next day we'll try again. With drawing, that happens a lot too, where like I will draw something, and for my comic, for example, I'll be like, okay, this is okay. I like this. Actually, I don't like this. And it ruins your day because you're like, man, I don't have the motivation to keep going with the rest of the drawings or even redraw this. And the next day you come by and you're like, it wasn't so bad if I touch this up. Okay, that's fine. I feel like it is like one of those things where you do have to pass it on to future Calvin. And Zebi's a fantastic artist, by the way. This is so pretty. I'm having a blast with this. I won't stop till I'm done, okay. So, oh, look at the way they're like recreating this. It's so nice. Nice. Is Atelier like a witch? Because I know there's games Atelier, right? All these drawings come to life as well, how they probably feel when they're doing this too. Man, I love the Rome reaction, just mostly me just dancing in my chair now. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, like that like was very relatable, I think. I think for anyone, it's not just with art. I think with creation in general, it can be very relatable. Uploading the art now. And that's what it feels like when you finally upload your art. When I say like it's relatable, I think like the way I look at it is like, you know, again, I'm not like a superb artist or anything like that, but one of the things I do appreciate about art and when I draw my own art, right, is that I tend to like have a, like it tends to sometimes get a bit frustrating, right? It can. And like, I will like, you know, draw a picture from my comic and I'll be like, okay, this is cool. I'm doing a good job. Calvin, you're doing great. You're doing great. And then like, you'll make like a bunch of mistakes or you look back and you go, that's not good. That's not good. And it ruins your day. But again, like that happens. It's the creative process. The creative process is about like, you know, failure and success and like thinking about what you're going to create. But the motivation and the inspiration, and Zebi talked about the idea of an inspiration as well. I feel like this is there too, where there is like such an inspiration coming out of this. This would make anyone want to draw. The amount of times though, like if you're talking about inspiration, that I've been sitting down and being like, I don't even want to draw today. And then I'll watch an episode of like Freerun and I'm like, I want to draw. I want to draw. Yeah, it's really, really cool. And the colors are really pretty. The message obviously is great too, but the colors are pretty. The art style was really gorgeous too. It could be its own show. I always say this and I always like don't want to disrespect anything and I hope it doesn't come across as that, because it is like this thing where I'm like, you know, when I say it should be its own show, I understand that the internet is like a great place to showcase your art. It really is. And I hope it doesn't sound like I'm being like, like, you know, you should be on a different stage, because that's not, you know, the way I would look at it ever at all. Really, really cool stuff. Thank you so much, Zevi, for sending us in. Glorious. Absolutely glorious artwork. The next video is sent in by Leon. Here's the first episode of Sonic Mania Adventure. It's part of Sonic Mania, but you don't need to have played it to get it. Perfect. So we got into Sonic. We played Sonic Adventure. Sonic Adventure was fantastic. I had a blast playing Sonic Adventure. It's a charming game that holds up. It really does. And it opened up a whole new world of Sonic to me. I'm playing Sonic now. The next game we're probably going to play Sonic Adventure 2. I'm not sure when we're going to play it. For anyone new to the channel who's like, oh man, like I want to see it right away. Other people in the channel could probably tell you, like, yes, it is more beneficial for the channel. We know this to play everything in a row, because that's what most streamers do. They'll play all the series in a row. I don't really like to do that because I want to make sure everything's so fresh for me constantly, so that the next time I play Sonic Adventure 2, because if I play Sonic Adventure 2, then play another Sonic game, the chances are that I get to like the fourth Sonic game, and I could be at a state where I'm like, you know, not burnt out, but you never know how you're going to feel about it. So yeah, it's good to like space it out, so like you give every single game a fresh perspective, you know what I mean? That's the way I like to do it. Let's check this out. Sega. We love Sega. Some of the greatest games in the world come from Sega. Yakuza, which we'll be doing a Yakuza Pirate Yakuza playthrough on the 20th. Really pretty art style so far, right? Very 2D. Very 2D in our Sonic. Our boy. I know the names now. I'm pretty good at this. Me knowing Sonic. Very cool. The personification of like how it feels to be Sonic, right? Very rare for Sonic to be quiet, from my experience playing Adventure. Oh, this is cool. Very traditional cartoony style, right? Very cool. The music! Where's Eggman? Great style for Eggman. I have to stop that, by the way. I always say Eggman. It's Eggman, right? But I always say Eggman as, and I look back in the edits. I'm like, it's not like he's Charles Eggman. You know what I mean? It's Eggman. Eggman. Oh, it's a Chaos Emerald. You want that? You ain't getting it. You don't deserve it. Oh no, he's sad. Don't fall for this, Sonic. Don't fall for this. Oh, his shoe fell off? He's looking for these emeralds. He's already got 4. That's you dead. That's you dead. Do not fall for this. Great stuff. I love the silent kind of cartoon vibe. Felt like a very classic cartoon, right? I think it's always a really good thing. Like, and this is what Sonic Mania is like? I think it is, right? Because again, I know it got announced, and I saw like the trailer when it got announced. It was actually like a very hyped thing, I think, for a lot, not just Sonic fans. A lot of people who were like lapsed Sonic fans came back to the series at this point. Great art style. I'm glad they're doing a lot of promotional work for it as well. Sonic has had like a... So I want to make sure people know when I say this. Sonic's never died. Oh. But Sonic is having a revival even though it's never died. Does that make sense? Am I right in saying that? Like, it's like Sonic has never died, but it's having a revival anyway in the past few years. It's had like and I feel like even though you never die, you can still have a big like revival, or not even, maybe revival isn't the word for it. Maybe it's like, you're big, you're still huge, you sell a lot of copies, but then someone comes along and like smacks you at the bum, and then you like go even higher. Yeah, I love the kind of silent movie art style type vibe to this. Really fun thing that added a lot to this. I love the fact that like it's instantly, you understand it. Even if you never saw Sonic before, you'd understand that this is a guy who wants the emeralds. Again, whoever directed this is a big fan of silent cartoons, because I understood everything. This is like a Tom and Jerry style thing, right? Where it's like, you understand Tom and Jerry if you watch episode 20 or episode 3 first. You understand it. And here you understand Sonic instantly. You understand he goes fast. You understand he's able to avoid obstacles. You understand for some reason they're trying to get the emeralds. You understand that Dr. Eggman, is trying his best to like get those emeralds too. You know he's a bad guy because he caught Sonic, and Sonic is the one that set people free. It's so good. If you didn't know what Sonic was, this is a perfect representation of that. You get all that stuff in it, even like some of the musical cues as well. Leon, thank you so much for sending us in. That was awesome to see. Really, really cool stuff. The next video is sent in by... I'm looking at the video before I look at the name. Solvix for sure, though. Solvix. Solvix always sends in like very, very cool anime-esque things, so I always like to presume it's Solvix. Music from the anime, and one that I really love, the movie A Whisker Away. I think will always be special to me. That's awesome. Let's see, A Ghost in the Flower. Check it out. I wonder if you still remember. We're starting with memory. Oh man. This is a beautiful art style. Oh my god. What a stunning visual. This girl's adorable. This girl is adorable. They did such a good job of designing her character. Tell me the summer is coming. Stunning! Holy hell. Let those memories slip by. Oh my... Every aspect of this video, like, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Holding hands over a cityscape. One of my favorite things ever, Whisper of the Heart. Oh, he cares. You can see that in the split second we saw his eyes. That meant a lot to him, even that moment, that one moment. Such a beautiful home. I want to live there. It's so interesting to me, like, starting off with the very, first of all, cats are like, oh no. Oh no, no, no. We'll pause here for a second, but it's so interesting showing the cats, because cats are big adventurers and they're ones that keep moving forward in a lot of cases too, but also find time to relax and enjoy their time on Earth too. Even though they don't see it as enjoying their time, they're just trying their best to, like, you know, just make sure they have the most comfortable time for themselves. And I wonder if that's like also like a very related thing to this too. I don't like when someone's curled up in a ball. Are you okay? This is so pretty. I need to watch this. I need to watch this. It's so pretty. This girl looks like a bundle of joy and a half. They almost zoom in the faces like someone like remembering your face forever, and like, you know, we can all relate to that. We can all relate to it. Man, there's like a bit of heartache in this too, right? And maybe it is about like moving on, like, again, because memories can be tough, man. Especially like making memories is tough because it feels so good, but then like remembering that it's not gonna last forever is also freaking tough as heck. It's so tough. Look at this stunning scene, him covering the cat instead of himself here. Just letting it drop. Tears as well. What are we getting here? It's no longer crumpled up. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I'm sorry. Look at this. Stunning. It's like an interesting... Oh, a little kiss on the cheek. Not time, but your heart. Whoa. This has been very beautiful. Oh wait, look at the cat. Oh no, stop. It smells like summer. So even when you're not in summer, like those memories make it feel like summer. Am I getting that? This is so relatably emotional. And I want like, and I feel like there's a difference sometimes about like emotional. Oh, I wonder if you still remember. Superb ending. Yes. Calling back to one of the very relatable first line. That like I found the first line to be interesting because it wasn't just like this thing where it was like, you know, oh, do you remember when we were kids and we used to run through the fields? It's a very relatable line where it's like, hey, do you remember when we were like, do you remember when we used to just toss ice cream into our mouth and wait for the wind? Like, it's such a simplistic thing to think about, right? It's like, okay, we're just literally sitting here eating our ice cream, having a chat with each other, just waiting for the day to pass by. That's what it is. And it's so interesting to me that like that's what we're that's what it starts with, that's what it ends with, because it is like, I mean, even like the visuals are very like relatable in a lot of ways. Like, you know, when we look at like the idea of like a sadness, to me, like there's like, to me, the relatable sadness or the relatable like feelings, you see it when like he's resting on the bed and he has his head on the bed and he's like, you know, barely moving. How many times have we been in that state, guys, where like something is upsetting you or something, and it's not something that like is enough to like make you cry. It's something that like has devastated you to the point that you've cried before about it. And so now you're just like sitting there like nothing is happening. And that's what it felt like watching this thing as well. There's a lot of like relatable feelings here. A very beautiful art style, whatever this is. Like they did a really fantastic job with the art style, with all that stuff. It looked gorgeous. So it's super nice to see something like this as well that I haven't actually heard of. But it definitely looks so pretty and so relatable in a lot of ways. Super appreciated Solvix for sending us in. The next video is sent in by Aka. Again, I'm on my phone. I usually have the iPad out, but like I didn't charge it. I'm a bad person. I'm such a bad person. This one is Zero Base 1 Crush recorded performance behind. Was debating whether to send this or not because you haven't seen the performance itself, but it's too cute to pass. The English subs for this one are in the video itself. The visibility is a bit worse on YouTube CC, and it's not an official translation. A lot of liked the official CC. The CC on YouTube is not the official translation. A lot of light changes in the background, so if you're someone who's very sensitive to kind of like lights that are switching very fast, please always take care of yourself and skip to the end of this video. Timestamps for the video are 2:47 to 12:14. As always, if you're, I say this every week, but it's good reiterating. It's a 10-minute limit because everyone needs to get their video in. That's just the way things go. So sometimes people will give me timestamps of videos to watch. So that way I can see all their videos, while also like, seeing some longer videos, right? It's the best way to go about it, right? Because I'm trying to get to the point here as well. Again, like it is just a thing where it's like, as much as like, you know, like we'd love to watch so many of the videos like in complete full form all the time. You know, there's 32 entries this week. So of course, like, you know, we want to make sure we get to everybody. You know, whatever changes happen to Roman Reacts, the last thing I ever want to happen to Roman Reacts is that, you know, people don't get the rewards for watching, for sending in videos. You know what I mean? That's the last thing I want to have as well. So it's 2:47 to 12:14. Let's check it out. Oh my god, what a start. What a start. Look at this beautiful man. Prettiest man in the world. Honestly. You're always taking that role.
저희 제로베이션에서 대표 섹시를 맡고 있는 리키라고 합니다. 또 전 세계 또 제로저 여러분들을 보고 있기 때문에
Ricky, like,
부탁드리겠습니다. 너가 영어해.
Like, I love the combination that he has where he looks like he's lost, but also like finds the camera. I feel like if he was like in a field alone somewhere, lost by himself, like he'd be able to find his way home just by like feeling the presence of a camera from, you know. And by the way, that's not like we say like he's like, oh, he so loves himself. It's more just like he's very good when it comes to like being on camera. He's very good at that. He always looks his best. He always like looks at the camera in the best way possible. He's really good at that.
So this is our second album. We are
Awesome.
willing to protect our zeros till the end.
You're gonna protect me.
Look forward to it. Thank you.
Protect me, J-Wong. Great stuff.
한국어?
네, 안녕하세요. 리키입니다. 오늘 정말 좀 설레는
Oh, he's talking for him.
우리 자기들 사랑해.
잘한 거 같은데?
Great stuff.
비밀 한번 밝혀줘.
Look at good work.
진 염색 아니에요. 그냥 스프레이예요. 흰색 머리 항상 유지가 돼서 염색 할 수 없어요.
You can't dye your hair?
하면 탈색 다시
Right,
좀
okay.
멋있는데 시소할 때 셰프 한 3번 해야 돼요. 블랙 페퍼 뿌린 거예요. 네.
Gunwook looking amazing, by the way. So amazing. Let's play it. They have Eugene and him have like the older brother, like the sibling vibe, right? They definitely do. Like it's definitely like he's protected him so freaking much. From what I've been told, and you can see it there as well. He's a baby, you know? Look at him. Look at you, woman. Look at him. Teray looking fantastic too. Move in.
귀여운 모자 귀여워. 알아요. 알았다고? 네.
And a Zhanghao.
유진이가 오늘 귀엽긴 해요.
Eugene is cute today.
순수해.
Innocent.
순수해. 한빈이 형. 한빈이 형이 오늘 좀 귀여웠던 것 같아요.
Hanbin the leader.
오늘만이 아니죠.
Wink as well.
형도 멋져요. 나 안 멋있는데? 오늘 멋있는 컨셉이 아니었어. 맞춰봐.
What's your concept today?
시크하다.
Chic. Okay. We got chic.
발랄하다.
I'm bright.
긍정적이다.
I'm positive. Guvin's smile is so sweet. So sweet.
이례적으로 멋있다. 맞아. 맞죠?
Unusually cool.
살짝 깜찍한 것 같기도 하고.
Oh.
깜찍한 거. 깜찍. 깜찍. 생쥐가
You're like a
약간 공사하면은 여기서 별 하나 이렇게 나올 때. 아 맞아요. 딱 이거예요. 딱 이거예요. 효과를 이렇게.
아니야.
It's so sweet. It's so sweet. They have an energy amongst themselves that is so freaking nice. Like they really do. And like I really feel like they've connected on a level that you can see it's so like their chemistry is so good. It's off the charts. And they knew each other before this, right? Guvin and Yujin, they came from the same dance group. And that's when they go, look at this. Tsuray looking perfect. Looking absolutely perfect. Complexion of an angel.
안녕하세요. 촬영 전에 못 푸는 중이에요. 절대 지쳐서 쓰러져 있는 게 아니고 촬영 또 들어가면 또 프로미 뿜뿜.
We become pro again. Okay.
뒤에 공중부양하는데. 막내가 힘을 뺍니다.
보여드릴게요. 요즘 유행하는 춤.
I've seen this before, but like I don't know how people do it. I don't know how people do it.
제가 강의를 한번 하겠습니다. 뭐 갑자기 강의 시작.
Oh, so it's not. Oh, teach me how to do it. So slick back. Okay. And Shanghai with the camera.
보여드리겠습니다. 오케이. 같이 내리면서 이발은 밀어주고 이발은 공중에 떠 있습니다.
Man, that's insane. What the hell?
진짜 그런 느낌인데.
I will never get this dance even when he's showing it. Dance prodigy over here, Eugene, by the way. It's like you're floating, right? It's like you're floating. That's so funny because he was so good, he's like, he followed him with his eyes instead. Honestly, yeah. Eugene is a fantastic dancer.
자기 스스로 해야 돼.
It's close. We're getting there. Honestly, and then there's Matthew as well. Sunshine Matthew. Kuben's like, not right now. Not right now. They all look fantastic. They all have great outfits on as well. His face as well. So cool. This is what I mean. Like, and even Cheney was saying this. Like, once that music starts, once that camera is rolling, they're business. You know what I mean? They're a big business. The fans on them as well. And they're watching back all their stuff like intently as hell as well. Lovely smile. Oh, the photos. Beautiful stuff. I love the camera effect. Terry's got like a perfect like complexion. Perfect. At all times. And there's Mr. Perfect himself. That was for me, by the way. Crazy.
누구 제발 이거 잡았어요? 아니 웃는 표정 하고 있었는데 갑자기 카메라 있어서.
And that's what I mean. Yes. I need to see this again. That's what I mean. I'm telling you. You can see a camera from 10 miles away. Look at this man. Look at him. Look at that! So ready for the camera. So
제발
ready.
이거 잡았어요?
Matthew's smile is beautiful. It's so beautiful. Bundle of sunshine. That's so impressive, Ricky. Honestly, that's what I'm saying. If you ever get lost in the forest, just ask him to find a camera. He would find one. This camera lens is so good, and this effect.
뭐야? 이거 카메라 여기 있었어?
몰랐네.
뭔데?
Gunwook's so talented as well. So talented.
묘이키 텐카이.
무려 고우초.
Look at him. That outfit like is so good on him.
귀엽게 할까요?
Shall I be cute? As if that's not his default mode. Lovely stuff. They do treat him like a little brother, and it's so adorable. It's so adorable. Follow you?
네, 저기요?
Hanmin as well, like again, has like a smile. I said it's to, like some patrons as well. Has this smile that like is so infectious and like bright and happy. So when you see him in a video, like being like, you know, cool Hanbin, like all of a sudden it's like okay, yeah, they mean business. And that's what we were talking about earlier with like a lot of the music videos you saw before as well, right? It's like you turn that part of you up to, you know, if you're told to make a video where you're supposed to look cool, right? You're going to get that aspect of yourself that is in yourself, and you're going to turn it up to 12. But it's always so interesting seeing the contrast, right? Because again, they have their own personalities, they have their own lives, their own feelings, their own emotions that all come into every single like thing in their own lives. And you can see here like how friendly they are with each other, and you can see their personalities like come through here as well. And I love that they're able to adapt to different styles as well.
아, 선하네요. 형 F인데.
You see what I mean? This smile.
이 포즈를 똑같이 따라하면
It could melt a mountain of ice.
오! 그럼 이거 한번 먼저 보기.
Can I just check the other one?
아, 보여주세요. 알겠습니다. 그럼 이렇게 뽀뽀하면 돼요?
Honestly, absolutely insane the career that Eugene's gonna have.
서한빈, 넌 아이돌이야.
So talented.
넌 아이돌이야. 얼굴 두꺼워 한번 보자.
They're all doing the same to Eugene.
이게 귀여워요?
뭐 하고 있어?
방금? 이게 귀여워요?
아, 왜 이렇게 귀여워 근데? 나는?
안 귀여워. 나도 귀여워.
It's so sweet seeing them all like this. It really is. And I feel like with like I said earlier, their chemistry is like crazy. It's crazy. Their personal chemistry. Let's hope they're a permanent group.
뭐야? 이거 뭐야?
This rubbing in the chin is gonna get me every time now.
뭐야? 왜 해야 되지? 왜 해야 돼? 그냥 나도 하고 싶어.
Suits as well. Honestly, suits him.
이렇게 하고 싶어. 왜 이렇게 귀여워?
이건 턱살 어루워 만지면 아니에요.
턱살 없는데 근데 한번 만들어줘. 어이 왜 이렇게 귀여워?
여기까지 하겠습니다.
반응은 안 줘 근데.
저는 좋아하지 않아요. 하우 씨는 좋아하시죠?
난 좋아해.
This is just them rubbing each other's chins now. At this, oh, okay, the video is almost over for me anyway. I'll definitely watch the rest of it by myself for sure.
궁금한.
So it's around here as well. Which is again, like I like it's always happens with time videos, guys. It always happens with time videos that I get to a state where I'm like, oh my god, I want to watch like the rest of this, of course. And like here's the thing, like 100%, if I made like this executive decision to be like, I'm watching the rest of it, right? Like while like I don't think anyone would be people like, okay, Cal, we understand, like, you know, you want to see like the absolute rest of this video or whatever. Like 100%, other people who send in videos would have the 100% right to say to me, well, then I can send in a 20-minute video and we can watch the whole thing, right? Like 100%, they'd be like, well, look, you watched the full 20. And they'd have every right. They'd have every right to say that to me. But I love seeing their interactions with each other. And also, again, like, you know, like as Terry was saying, like they are professional when they need to be, right? But they're also like the funniest group of people you've ever seen in your life. They have so much chemistry with each other. And a lot of that probably comes down to the fact that I know some of them knew each other before, but they've obviously like formed a bond. They did a thing. Obviously, they went through Boys Planet to form this group. Boys Planet, which is also on Viki. And that's how they formed their group together, which I have been watching, actually. It's very long, but it's very interesting to me. And like it endears you to them like even more because of all they had to go through. If anyone hurts Eugene, I'm going to kill them. But not only that, like, I think they also had like a 0-1 camp as well. Like this stuff is so interesting to me, guys. And like, I need to like, you know, fully express what I'm thinking about when it comes to this. It's just like this has been such a dopamine rush for me, just getting into like 0-1 and like, not only that, but like getting into like all this K-pop with you guys as well. It's like such like an interesting, thing because they have so much like videos and content when it comes to like, you know, you falling in love with your favorite group. And they do that so well. And in this here, you see the same thing. You see the dynamics between everyone. You see the fun that it's everyone having. I love that you started the video with Jay Wong, by the way. Very, very smart. Matthew is there as well, who has like the brightest sunshine smile. I love that. Like, by the way, this is how I know that their personalities come through on their videos as well, right? Because even like, as we said, they turn up to 11, they turn up to 15. Before I even knew anything about this group, I said that Ricky finds the camera so well. And now they're even like confirming that, yeah, he just finds it. You know, he just finds the camera so well. There's like, you know, I even talked about how like, you know, the like other dynamics that came at Turn to True, because again, they are like so good at getting their personalities out while also like turning it up to a space that like, you know, is higher than you'd even think. But yeah, really, really cool video. I love watching stuff like that. It's actually so much fun. It's so much fun seeing all the boys together as well. They're so talented as well, by the way. You saw the dance moves, and Eugene is a prodigy. He really is. He is like, you know, to be so young and to still have that much talent is absolutely insane. It's insane. Thank you so much, Aka, for sending it in. The next video sent in by Scenic Season, and it is Cyno annoys Aether with terrible jokes. So is this going to be Cyno's actor? Yeah. Annoying Zach? Is that what's gonna happen? Let's see.
And today I am joined by the legend, the voice actor of Cyno, Alejandro.
Absolutely, a charismatic juggernaut, by the way, is Cyno's voice actor.
Somebody came up to me at a panel and they asked me to perform all of Aether's voice lines. I just went. You
know what's so funny about that? Aether, when he does have his voice lines, they're like some of the most iconic ever, you know?
No, I don't know if you're aware, Cyno tells terrible jokes. I got one. How much does a rainbow weigh? Not much. It's pretty light.
Oh.
Do you get it? Do you get it? Because rainbow is light.
I feel like the reaction you're gonna have is like, oh.
Pretty light. Don't fart in an Apple store.
What do you mean?
Why would they have Microsoft products?
Oh, I was like, I thought about Windows. I was like, dude, true.
Okay, I got another one. What do you call a medieval spy? Surveillance.
I love.
Do you get it?
Sir.
What do you call a medieval
Zach's reaction is funnier to me.
Surveillance. Surveillance, bro.
Because he's a spy.
I'm gonna. You're ruining me.
These are so difficult. Or well, that one was. I was like, sir.
What do you mean? It's sir. It's sir.
I understand
like,
what.
Sir Aguilar.
Look, I understand what surveillance means, but I don't understand why we're like, I don't know, surveillance. Like, Lance. But he's medieval.
Right, a medieval
why?
spy.
Is that why?
Because spies surveillance.
No.
I hate it. I used to think I was indecisive. Now I'm not so sure.
Why are you not so
Zach.
sure?
Because I used to be indecisive, but now I'm
Zach.
not so sure. I'm still indecisive, Zach. That's the.
You're still.
Even I'm like, Zach, come on.
You used to be indecisive.
I think Zach's probably playing along a little bit
I
though.
was indecisive. Now I'm not so sure.
They're still being indecisive.
Zach, you're doing this on purpose.
He has to be.
Now you're what?
He has to be.
Now you're not so.
He has to be.
I'll look for another one. Why doesn't James Bond fart in bed?
Why doesn't he fart in bed?
Because it would blow his cover.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I gotta laugh at you. Victory.
Now that's the one I get, the stupid one.
I hate you.
His cover is blown. James Bond, he's there in bed.
Exactly.
Why is Billy Joel's laundry still wet?
Why is it still wet?
He didn't start the dryer.
That's rough. That's a rough one.
Yeah, you're too young.
Yeah, I'm too young.
Yeah.
I get it,
No, I'm
but
just
it's still
kidding. I know
rough.
what it is. What got
By the way,
you on the
saying Zach is so young and he's already played some of the, like two of the most iconic characters in the history of RPGs ever, you know, with Nier and Aether.
internet to like try to become a voice actor and try to find auditions and do all that stuff? What initially did it for you?
Clearly my dog.
Is that where I took that picture with Markiplier? You got one too, right?
Markiplier.
Yes.
Well, hello everybody. My name is Markiplier.
That's a good impression of Mark,
Deepest voice ever.
who I adore. Mark is like one of the reasons I got into YouTube, by the way.
Can you give me a Spanish windblade?
Windblade? Man, what would that even be in Spanish? Like, espada es sword. What the hell would windblade be?
Something.
Hoja de viento. Well, first of all, hoja is like blade of
Okay.
grass. I guess that's what they're referring to. Yeah, and viento, espada viento. That's what
Viento?
I thought. Yeah, espada de viento.
Yeah.
So, okay, you say windblade?
Windblade.
Espada de viento. Like that, I guess.
I mean, it sounds like a Genshin line.
So there was a Jumanji video
does.
game based off like the Jack Black, Kevin Hart, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, that one. And I was the Spanish dub voice of Kevin Hart.
No.
And it was really interesting. And it was like based off like Castilian Spanish. Because they would talk about culo, which for us is ass, but it was like,
Yeah,
but
sounds
we're
like Kevin Hart.
If you look up Jumanji, the video game in Spanish, and you hear Finbar or whatever his name is, that's me. What did the sushi say to the bee?
What?
Wasabi.
No.
Yeah, I'm a big no with that one too. I think it's funnier for him that everyone is kind of like, oh god.
75% of their spine.
What?
A quarterback.
No. Okay. Hey. Okay.
Man, I can't believe that Chi-Chi's gonna look so good.
No, don't you dare do this to me.
Bro, is that a cryo Cyno? No!
Oh, so lost to 50-50?
Man, I can't believe you got gender bent.
No.
Man, Cyno looks so good.
Do you think so?
Hey,
I don't think they
what's
look
the
alike,
toughest part
personally.
Of being a vegan,
What is it?
keeping it to yourself.
Ain't that the truth?
I'm not wearing glasses anymore. I've seen enough.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was bad.
Oh, you've seen enough. You've seen enough.
I want to say I love all
Okay.
my vegan friends.
It takes guts to be an organ donor.
How could I would not be able to do it? The amount of gems, by
What
the
do you
way.
call a cow in an earthquake?
What?
A milkshake.
I think it's funnier that he finds them
what
funnier.
happened? It's
right.
frozen.
That's what makes it even funnier. Like for me, I'm like I don't find them funny, but like it's the same way. Like I would laugh my head off if Cyno does it because it's like it's funny that he thinks they're funny. You know what I mean? They are funny, Cyno, by the way. I meant.
Wendy's. Fresh, never frozen.
Fresh, never frozen. What if he's really allergic to nuts? Like very allergic. Wouldn't that suck if I took the nuts?
Yeah.
I sat right next to him?
Yeah.
Then
you
I'm
would
the
kill
asshole.
him.
Yeah, I'd kill him. Yeah, I'll take the
It's like,
nuts.
these nuts. I told my wife she needs to start embracing her mistakes, so she hugged me.
Come on, that's a good one. It's a good one. It's a bit dark, but it's a good one.
That was a thinker. What is the biggest type of ant?
What is it?
An elephant.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah. Same.
What has 5 toes and isn't your foot?
Is it your foot?
It's my foot. Yeah.
Oh, it is you. Oh.
Okay, that's good. But like a lot of these, like again, I don't know how
To the
like
person
I
who
hope these
stole
were like
my-
over time because I would die.
Place in the queue. I'm after you now. Do you get it?
Oh, because you're after them in the
There you
queue.
go.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Okay.
I love Chris's description of it was like, he's Batman, but not deep voiced Batman. And I was like, oh, sure. If I were you, I would not be streaming.
What?
Like, come on.
All right, guys, I'm leaving. I love you. Bye.
He doesn't mean it.
I love you.
See, this is like very cool stuff. Mostly because it is like, again, a difference. Again, it's seeing behind the scenes of like some voice actors that are already very funny. But for me, like, again, like part of the reason why like this video like had some really funny moments was because Zach was like reacting the same way I was sometimes. I don't mind a bad pun. I don't like, as you guys know, I love a bad pun. But I think it's also the delivery and the timing and stuff that's always really interesting about a bad pun. And for me, for sure, I was like very like taken back by the delivery of some of those puns. Like, and I think as well, like, you know, the reason why Cyno is so funny when he does them is because it's Cyno. You know, Cyno is like, I know it's Cyno's voice actor, but when Cyno does it like a really like, you know, a pun for you, like a really bad pun, they become good. They become amazing no matter what. Yeah, it's like a really fun interaction between the two of them there. Cyno's voice actor, I've said it before, and it just goes to show in this one as well. He is a very charismatic person, born to be like, you know, in front of people. You know, I'm not. I know some people might say like, oh, you're born to be streaming, but you know what I mean. Like, born to like entertain is probably the best way to put it. And I definitely feel that way about Cyno's voice actor. They were born to entertain, from my perspective. Really, really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. Thank you so much, Scenic Season, for sending it in. The next video sent in, I'm guessing. I have to guess something because my phone is like, sometimes will just like unload everything that's already been loaded. Cosmic Cat Loaf. More Kazuscara for Calvin. Oh, there you go. I pressed the link again. See? Do you hear this?
Somebody came up to me at a panel and they asked me to perform.
You can probably hear that. I accidentally hit the links on my phone. That's why I don't like doing it on my phone. You guys remind me to charge my iPad next time, okay? Because I clicked the links on the phone because it's just right there. Let's watch this. Very different starting off, right? A lot like faster. Like almost, again, but it almost feels like it suits Vaughn very much so. Like the kind of very like fun but sinister. That's how I describe him. The love heart. Choreo in this stuff is always insane. Someone's like, I'm making a ship video and it's gonna be the best thing you've ever seen. Affection has left so many scars on me. Interesting. No! So it's like it has it. Oh my god. So it has the idea of like being a cat in it as well. And this is how I court. This is how I do it. The way that they're animating Vaughn's face, so fun. And people are telling him it's a mistake. Oh, look at that transition. Hold up a second here. This is a cool dance move as well. Very cool. I love Cosmic Cat Loaf. Did you have just like a bank of these? You know what I mean? That transition here is so cool. Sorry, I paused at the wrong time, but it's okay. Will you pet me gently? Oh, the finger dance moves as well. This is actually, the choreo is fantastic. I like the transitions between the choreo as well, and everything is so good too. And if I bite, I'll be scolded. That's such a Vaughn. Like again, it feels like such a Vaughn personality. Hey, if I bite you again, I'm sorry, but I'll be scolded. Oh my god. That final pose, I know anyone who's a Vaughn fan kills them. for the rest of their lives. They're gonna remember that forever. Yeah, like the choreo in these videos that Cosmic Callow sends in are always like very good. They're always very good choreo. They have some really good like pretty like dance moves that go on with the stuff as well. I find it to be very like enjoyable to see all the different like, and that's my like, and the lyrics are always great, right? As well, like the music is great, the meaning behind the songs. But this is very fast. But I found that like what was cool about it mostly was the dance moves. Like the choreo was always really, really good when it comes to these like ship videos between the two characters. And I wonder as well, is there like a thing where like a lot of these are like made by a community? Is it made by the same person? This is by Scaramucci. But I don't mind this thing at all, because to me, you know, as I said before, like when it comes to ships, like I'm not going to sit here judging you for you know, 99% of ships, you know what I mean? Maybe 5% of ships. You know, and I even had like a Dotori fan. If you're out there, you can comment it. They were like, you know, Calvin, I like Dotori, I'm sorry. And I'm like, no. Listen here now. Roma Reacts is about open mind, open heart, all right? If you like a bad guy like Dotori, it's okay. Okay? I like Bakura and Yu-Gi-Oh! And he's done atrocities that you could not even imagine. And I love him. So don't worry about that. Yeah, it's really cool. Really cool stuff seeing the video. The video looked great. The facial expressions were awesome. The choreo was awesome. The music was very fast and bouncy. The lyrics like really seemed to me like they were like very much like mischievous in a lot of ways too. Really neat stuff. Thank you so much, Cosmic Caliph. I love seeing this. I really do. I love seeing this stuff. Like the choreo is so awesome. Thank you. The next video sent in by Ali, and it is Rock Smasher, the music video. So Ali says, "Hey Calvin, since I can't show the other episodes of Star Squad, I thought, why not show off music videos in this episode? This is episode 9, where Charmander and Sandshrew try to navigate the Caterpie base to find Squirtle and Bulbasaur and Butterfree, and the Pokemon trainer sends out a Geodude to destroy them." So again, the 10-minute rule interfered with a lot of these videos as well. It's just the way things go. Again, Ali's been very nice and has understood as well, so there's that as well. So let's get into the video.
Please do not kill him.
Oh my god, man. Is this the Geodude coming out? Because Charmander would have a hard time against a Geodude, right? A really hard time. So cool. With the metal music as well. Oh my god, the freaking hair metal stuff. Boom. And Sancho tries his best. So sick. It's not even a hair, like it's just like a pure like freaking like almost trash metal thing going on here. It's like Anthrax. The group YouTube, not the group Anthrax. Honestly, it's very satisfying to watch as well. This is so musical-like. Like, you could see this in a musical and I'd be so, like, enamored with it. Oh my god. Lizard with a freaking grave. Probably, we gotta admit it. What would your friend Squirrel do? Damn it. No, really cool. Like, it really feels like a musical. The creator of this could have made a musical and would have been great. Like Pokemon the musical? I'm sure someone has done that already. Like, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. This sequence is so sick. This is like my favorite thing you've shown me from the Starter Squad stuff. You know, it's really freaking cool. And I guess it's just because it's more up my alley in a lot of ways, and that just makes sense, you know? I freaking love this aspect. It's so cool. Oh my god, is that Squirtle's head? Very cool stuff as well. Yeah, no, fantastic. Could be in a musical itself. I think that like there's really like the talented aspects of that part of the video for me, like came from the fact that like if you took that and you made a whole, like I said, a whole musical out of it, it'd be fantastic. It's so cool. The vocals are really cool. The music in the background is really cool. The way the lyrics like told a story as well, like a literal story of what's going to be happening. It really felt like I was like watching a stage play. But in this sense, it was almost like a movie musical. Really cool stuff, Ali. Like super cool stuff. And I know like it's like usually when it comes to like any series that has like more than 10 episodes, usually what happens is it's like that meme of like breaking through the rock and eventually getting to the really, really good parts. Because I think so far we've had a lot of comedy and a lot of really good animations, just a lot of stuff that scared me. But like this is to me is like, you know, one of the best things I've seen from the Shippage channel, I think they're called. But super cool stuff, Ali. Super cool. Thank you so much for sending it in. The next video is sent in by Angel313, and there's no message behind this. No, Angel313 says G Wong for, no, they didn't say G Wong forever, but they probably would in their heart. We all would. This is ZB1, and it seems like it's a K-pop up chart show. Let's check it out. So ZB only one clip, ZB1 weekly. Look at the boys here. And look how good. Do you want to see how good I am at this now, guys? Do you want to see this now? Gunwook, Gyuvin, Ricky, Hanbin, Zhang Hao, Matthew, Teray, Yujin, Jiwong. Wow. Are you proud, ZB1 fans? Are you proud? Really cool stuff. Yeah, for this stuff, if you see me blocking the logos, these companies sometimes will just block the video. So if I block I think they're looking for the logos. I think so. We're going to try and block some logos this time, just so we don't get blocked. I hope that makes sense. And also, I hope it doesn't sound like I'm like stealing, because all the stuff we do is like fair use or whatever. And if anyone ever came to me and said, can you take the video out of this? And I've done it in the past, where people have come to me and said, this person doesn't like your videos being in other people's videos, and they're gone. I have no problem doing that. I have no problem people taking the money off the videos, people claiming stuff, people blocking them in like some places, and then I can cut them out. No, not whatsoever. If that company came to me and said, hey, take it out of the video, not that they'd even find this, you know, it's like, I'd be so, you guys know, I'd be like, yes, 110%, 110% I would take it out, you know? Oh, look at the boys. Look at them. So we can, I guess it's going to be not going to be in English, so we can just listen, which is cool. Because like we like having subtitles, like always do, because I love knowing the lyrics. But like sometimes, again, like you said, music is universal. It's a universal language. We can understand their emotions by looking at them, and just being around the boys is good too. Look at Teray's outfit. Hanbin. Sweetheart among sweethearts. Eugene, baby amongst babies. I say, here's the thing, don't want to diminish him whatsoever. I say baby just because like he is like the baby of the group, right? But the fact is, like, I really feel like he is like a prodigy. I really feel like he is like crazy talented. Oh, what's that I hear? Oh, Matthew. Such a bundle of joy. Ricky with the white, looking nice. Oh my god. Teray's voice, I really feel like is one of the strongest vocals I've ever heard. And I will stand by that to the end of my days. I really feel like it's one of the strongest vocals I've ever heard. Ever. In music. And look. Hanbin. Gunwook is so talented that I really feel like, you know, he needs to save some for the rest of us. You know what's so funny? I said this to someone in the patrons about Matthew. I'm sorry, like, and this is why I'm saying patrons vouch for me how annoying I've been about this when it comes to all the zero-based one stuff. I've gone down the rabbit hole, not down the rabbit hole. I feel like because again, I've been saving. I only watched, like I said, the Detective J Wong videos and the Boys Planet stuff because I've been trying to like save like music videos and stuff like this for this funny videos, out of context videos. I just try to stay away from them so I can like watch this with you guys. So I've more just like really gotten to the idea of like what's going on behind all this stuff here as well. And like Matthew is like, you know, I've never seen anyone look like this in my life, and he's just so pretty. And I know it sounds kind of weird, like I've never seen anyone look like you in my life. I really mean it. You're like so unique but so pretty, you know? Vocals are so strong. Oh my god, today. It's nice seeing something so stripped back as well, right? Like, you know, there's nothing really to, you know, it's not a really high production thing, even though there's nothing wrong with that either. But it really is just like showing their vocals on display and how just great they are. Oh wow, what a voice. Perfect application of eyeshadow, by the way. Like you can see like there's a glitter on their face. Am I right in saying there's like glitter on their face? So strong, Ji-woong. Look how beautiful he is. Always my favorite. Even Jang Hao was like, that's incredible. Wow. Wow. So wow. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this. Well, listen to this, I should say. But you can look at him as well. So strong. So strong. Chills. Absolute chills. Great stuff. Really great stuff. Yeah, the vocals there, again, as you said, stripped back. So beautiful. So beautiful to like hear them all kind of like in their like very natural tones in a lot of ways. They're so strong at vocals. I think that's one of the things that, like, you know, when I first saw them, you're kind of very like focusing on a lot of their dancing because they are like so talented in every single music video we've seen. But like one of the things that like I've really like found to be so impressed by is that when you hear them sing, I remember I heard them sing on the boat with you guys for the first time, and the first thing you think of is like, holy hell, they're actually so talented at like just their vocals. And like and like I feel like, you know, Jaewong is my favorite out of the group. He is what you call a bias. I said like if I had to like pick like my three favorite of the group, it would be Jaewong, Matthew, Teray, right? If I had to pick three, gun to my head, but I think they're all amazing. I think they're all fantastic. And I think that, like, you know, one of the things that has worked so well with these guys and why one of the things I'm so like thinking about, like the idea that they might not be a group next year apparently, is the fact that like the chemistry between them on stage and off stage is insane. It's so insane. And you saw how in sync they were here, how the harmonies were so good together. And this was just a song that was them sitting on a few chairs, singing their hearts out. Beautiful stuff. And I really think that it's really like it's really always a nice time to hear the boys at their most powerful and their most powerful vocals. And again, today to me, like, again, they all have strong vocals, right? But I just mean, like, for me today, like, his vocals are like, whenever maybe it's just the sound of him as well, like the kind of like there's a slight like 3% raspiness with like a 7% like deepness, and then like that kind of adds to like the part of his voice that's already beautiful, and like it just sounds amazing. It sounds amazing. It really does. I appreciate this so much, Angel. Thank you so much for sending us in. It was just awesome to see the boys in this way once again. I love this so much. I love that you guys have introduced me to such a new world. You know, such a new world. It's so appreciated. Thank you. The next video is sent in by Minu, and it's trying to flirt with the princess in the razor route with kind of like evil cute face that they put here as well, Minu. And honestly, yes, that's like the princess for me. Evil cute face. Let's go.
Now, I've tolerated quite a bit from you, but this is a bridge.
Interesting perspective, right?
Please don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her. Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster? I'd rather not. I'm into it. Can't say I mind either. If it weren't for all the cheating, I'd say she's pretty cute.
If it weren't for the razor blades.
Can we flirt by fighting her, though?
Give her the look.
The look. The look. We've all used it. Yeah, do you not know about the look? The look, eh? So we're getting serious.
Look.
You flash the princess. The look. And a rosy blush rushes to the princess's
serious?
cheeks as she breaks into a wide grin. Unbelievable.
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too. Neat.
No, this girl is she lies quite a bit.
Damn, this is actually going
This
to
one.
work, isn't it?
Still going to kill you. But now we can both enjoy a mutual romantic subtext to the murder.
Or not.
Honestly, great.
Oh, I like her. I like her a lot. Blush still glowing in her cheeks. The princess closes the distance.
Oh, great way depicting that as well with the shadow.
She skewers you. Ow.
Oh, and we went into another video there. Yeah, no, like really funny stuff. I like think that the way they like depicted this is like something that like I guess you'd have to imagine in your mind. That's why I kind of like the perspective they used here, which was like a perspective that you wouldn't usually see. Which is like, what do they look like when you're talking? What do we look like from the princess's perspective? And like, I think this is a natural thing you can do, right? Flirt with the princess in this mode. This is one of the most terrifying modes in the game. So the fact that anyone would think to do this is awesome. And like, again, I probably would if I got to that point. And maybe if I saw that option, maybe I just didn't see the option, but I think it would have been pretty funny. But I think I was just like focused on getting her out of there and apologizing. That's probably why I didn't, get to that. It is a terrifying run, and this is so funny to have this in here at all. It's so funny because I wasn't like, again, I adore Slay the Princess. I adore the game, and to see all these like animations that people have about a game that's already so fantastic in itself is so cool. She's hilarious though. She's absolutely hilarious. But yeah, like this type of stuff, I love the art style. It's kind of like a storyboard art style. It's hilarious seeing all the characters, like, and the way they depicted all the characters together as well is so funny too, with the narrator on her shoulder also. It gave it that vibe that were like more, because again, I started to feel over time that having all the voices around me felt quite claustrophobic, and it felt like too much. And I think the game intentionally does that, and then they animated this perfectly as well. Really funny stuff though. Like, it's just really funny because it is a funny game. It's a comedy game as well as being like a very dark drama, right? It has all those elements to it, and I think that's such a fun thing that they depicted and really represented here. So thank you, Minu, for sending us in. The next video is sent in by Cruxian, and it's new patron here. I love your gaming and reaction videos. Christian, thank you so much. So nice of you to say. ZB1's having a comeback, a new album release on February 24th. So anticipation for it, they released a pre-release song and a music video. I hope you enjoy. So this is Doctor. I've seen this advertised to me so many freaking times. It's crazy. But I haven't watched it because I obviously wanted to wait until someone said it in so I could watch it with you guys. Let's check this out. And I feel like it's like one of those things where, like, I think this is like the best option always, is just to wait for you guys, to wait to watch with you guys. That's what I like to do. That's why I'm only watching like, say, like Detective J1, which is like copywritten, so we can't watch it and it's too long. You know what I mean? I watch that stuff or the stuff with like Boys Planet or whatever. Let's check it out. Or the subtitle, they are on now. I'm excited to see this. So this is a new song. It came out 3 weeks ago, and there's Zhang starting things off. Super interesting to see this now. You've been diagnosed with serving all the time.
어디가 불편해서 오셨죠?
This is exciting. This is such a new song. Oh my god. Oh my god. You got me so lovesick. Look at these boys. Did you see them all together? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Look at this. Look at that. Oh my god. So sweet. So sweet. Look at Kevin. Sleepy baby. Look at that now. This is such an interesting like video as well. His voice is so nice. Oh my god. He's so cute. Matthew. Matthew. Are you kidding me? The hair is beautiful. Help. Oh my god. The lollipop? Oh. Three. Hair a lot tighter now, right? This is good work now, walking over. Where's he going? Is that Matthew? Oh my god, Matthew. And Gunwa coming in and destroying this as well. Oh my god. Ricky, you got this. It's so fun now knowing all their names and like knowing a bit about their personalities as well. Like getting to see them in like a newer video, just being like, oh, look at him, look at him. Like Matthew looked amazing there walking down the hallway. Oh my god. This is such a, by the way, I'm so enamored by the video just looking at everyone. I want to say this is such a slick song as well. It's like so cool, so smooth, right? Like, it feels like it's flowing, like, you know, like when you move your hand in kind of like a flowing motion, it feels like it's really, really soft, smooth. It goes down easy, you know? The LOV emergency is a great LOV emergency. No, who's bleeding? Whoa, look at that, holding the wound. This is a great looking scene as well. Thank you, Jaewon. Thank you. Thank you. Guivin! Call me back! The love heart on the nose as well. This is so good! The youngest giving the lecture. Oh, of course, you have to have a shot of these boys having the most fun they've ever had in their lives. I thought it was over. I was like, no, don't be over yet. Is it over? Such a great video. Such a great video. Wait. Oh, so now they're going to show like the... Oh, there's Zhang Hao. There's the boys all coming in now, okay. What, they all got diagnosed at the same time? They all got what's wrong with them at the same time. It's an LOV emergency. That's what happened. Yeah, they all came out at the same time. Is that a famous actor or something, maybe? Very, very cool stuff. A lot of like pure admiration that I have for these guys comes from like their just pure talent. But like this video is so good. This video is so freaking good. Again, the song was really smooth. It like really, like as you said, it flows really well. It's really pretty. The music video was also really pretty to accompany it as well. There was like a lot of scenes that like again were very much slower than usual, but everyone looked great. Everyone looked great. That scene with Matthew walking down the hallway, Jaewon always looks good. You know what I mean? He's always just looking good constantly. So like there's that. But like this is like a really pretty, but also like the art, how do I say it? Like the lighting, I suppose I could say like in the music video, because I was trying to get like, what am I trying to say here? Because not art style, the lighting of it is so pretty, because there's times when like there's like a really like cold blue lighting, and then like there's times when there's like such a darkness, but it's like lit up by like actual medical equipment, which is really cool too. And then like there's like a lot of sunlight then, like when they're getting taught by Eugene as well, which is so cute as well. Such a cute moment as well. I had a lot of like fun watching this video, and it is so fun watching a video now that I know all of them, you know, because I can point out like, oh, there's Matthew coming down the hallway, there's Tere, there's Hanbin, there's Eugene getting a hug. Like it's all so sweet, it really is. But like the lyrics are really cool too, because like while like, you know, again, I'm looking at this from the perspective of being like, oh my god, I love seeing all the boys like do their thing. You know, they're when they're looking cute in this scene, they look amazing in this scene. Oh, look how good their singing is here. Like we got really like when we heard Yuvin like do his little like the kind of hip hop aspect of it as well, and Matthew as well doing that thing also. There was also that thing that we were like, oh, like that's so cool. But like also like yes, it's cool to see them all. The song's just really good. Like it's a really good song, and I wonder if like they're gonna release more music. Well, they will release more music videos, but it's just like a preview of the actual album. And after the album releases, will they release more after that too? Yeah, it was really well put together as well. I love that. I love that so much. And with Jiwon and Gubin at the end, like making the, I don't know what they said. They probably said thank you or whatever. But I just love the idea of them all walking out together as well. They made a doctor's place look appealing. That's what they did. They made a doctor's place look appealing. Thank you so much for sending it in, Crucian. That was awesome to see. I had such a blast watching that. That was my first time really watching like a newish video, I suppose. Yeah. The next video sent in by Xiaolao, The Frogs and My Love's Romance. Here's the third music of Sin of Greed. Just so you know, they both have slept together quite a lot behind the music, to the point though where she was pregnant. She gave her daughter to a royal family, will soon have that kingdom crumbling down, while a certain knight being their adoptive father. Let's check it out. Stop sleeping together. Everyone, all of you guys should just never have children. Never be allowed to do anything. Ever. Every character in this whole world terrifies me to no end. They're all scary as heck. And all the good characters usually end up dying. It's a scary place. Do I have the subtitles in a different language? Oh no, it's on the CCs are on the screen. Okay, my bad. The snake and the frog here as well. Okay. Just by being friends. Oh, interesting chorus. I just love everything about it. Is there pre-chorus? That's always snuggle. I mean, I can get behind it. Depending. So these are she's the one that ate him in the end, right? Which is crazy. The one day you disappeared, I searched, but you weren't anywhere. That's such a desperate line as well, right? Dragging your body along and against your instincts. And it's so interesting having animals here to portraying them as well. I wanted to eat you, oh my god, and after what she did as well. Sob! I might have to head after that spring again. It's such an interesting beat along with the music as well, Dan, like the melody. Keep it stretching out as well. Is it? Oh, it's close to the end of the song. This isn't even an interlude. This is like a closing. Very interesting. I appreciate that. That's awesome. That takes a lot of like, I don't know. To me, like it is a lot of bravery. IMO. To have a song that like ends more with like an interlude sounding song in a way. I don't know what I mean with that. It's like it's because I think a lot of people would be expecting. I was expecting something else there, but like it turned out to be just like something that, you know, completely different. So like it is to me. Brave. It's brave to have that there, personally. But yeah, like the stories, as we've always said, like are very terrifying. They have like this hint of like love sometimes and this hint of romance, but it's always like masked sometimes by this like very, you know, this abject cruelty that's in this world that we read or listen to every single week when it comes to this game, or not this game, this world, this story, I should say. I'm so used to playing video games, guys. That it really does feel as though like it's almost like a love and this admiration and it's constant like relationships and all this stuff in these stories that are poisoned by like this almost like in this case an animalistic fury or like or an urge to eat, right? Which was like such a devastating thing as well. But I really wonder like is there like, and this is a question for Shallow and anyone else wants to answer because I know there's other people who watch this stuff as well. Is there like a beginning, middle, and end to the story, or is it just like constant adding to the branches? Like, is there going to be an end point to like all of this, or is it just adding to the branches? Who knows? Who knows? But that was cool. I thought the melody was really cool as well. It was an interesting song, like in terms of like the melody, but it was very cool to see. Thank you so much for sending that in, Xiaolao. The next video is sent in by Blop. And it's some Danganronpa V3 content. Let's check it out. I don't know what this is. It came out 7 years ago. What the hell? Let's check it out. Should I turn on subtitles for this? No. Oh, the rocket ship. Oh my god. Already devastated. Man, and these two as well. Mickey. Oh, and they're adding all the characters as well beside them as well. Man, is this just Blob? Is this just made to make me feel stuff? Because like I'm just like I'm like my leg is shaking to the melody of the song, but like my heart is pounding to the emotions that I'm feeling. As I'm looking at this, this is such a perfect cast. What a cast of characters. There's my girl. Can go. It's such a crazy, and good and bad, like, you know, and I love them so freaking much. Ah, there he is. The greatest villain in the history of video games. Not villain, right? Anti-hero. Let's say anti-hero. Lovely. Oh my god, Kibo. Stop. Oh my god, you even see, like, look at this. This is just so beautiful. It's so simplistic, but works so freaking well. Right? Blob, that like is such a simple video, but like that's what makes it so nice. It's the fact that like all these characters that I love dearly are showing up like on the screen one by one. Wait, is it? It's in death order. Is it in wait, let me see. Hold on. Is it in death order? Let me see now. It's in death order. Let me see. Is it? It's been a while. It's been a year and a half since, a year and a month since I played Danganronpa V3. Yes, it's death order. Was he second? It should have been. It's. Oh my God! Yes, that was her. That was her trial. That was. Yes, and then it should be Tenko. Yep. Insane. It is death order. So freaking sick. So that video, I was like, oh, it's so simplistic, just showing us these characters that I love. No. This video said you're gonna have a second heartache after the video's done, by the way. And that's definitely what they were going for there as well. Wasn't expecting that. Really was not expecting that. Very cool way of doing it, and it shows a lot of care for like the story as well. Like, and I wonder, like, did everyone get that right away? I didn't get it right away because I just thought they were adding a bunch of characters just to show how much I missed them. Such a great cast, by the way. V3 is my favorite of the three Danganronpa games for sure. And I'll stand by that. I love it so freaking much. I played 4 Danganronpa games. It's my favorite of the 4 easily. I think I would go Danganronpa V3, then 2, 1, and then Ultra Despair Girls. But I don't think Ultra Despair Girls in terms of quality for me is even close to the other 3, to be honest. That was awesome, Blop. Thank you so much for sending it in, because that was such a nice revelation at the end as well. Pretty crazy. Thank you. The next video sent in by Emerald, and it says Dead End, Der Eisenrock Easter egg song, Ila Siegemann. And so this is one of those songs that we've seen before as well, by Kevin Sherwood. Let's check it out. Oh. We have a trash metal riff to start off. Sick. Oh, I should be tapping my legs. Sick. So sorry, for anyone's wondering why does he not want to tap his legs? Not because I don't want to bop along to the music. It is an unwritten rule when you're doing any commentary of any kind, right? Try not to clap a lot. Try not to slap your arms. Try not to slap the chair. Try not to slap your legs. Because while you're like, it's just a small sound. There's people who listen to the headphones, and already my voice is probably annoying as heck. So like, I don't want to add a little bit of a tapping noise on my legs as well. This is such a cool, like the guitar in the background is so cool. On the drums! So strange. I'm Everyone No One Was There? So I've been everywhere but no one was there, so it felt like Oh! The sweeping as well. On the guitar. I'm just bouncing my head back and forth as well. It's so cool. What a line! A creeping shadow spire? Duality. It's so, I'll be honest, I can't get a grasp on what the song means. But it's like, okay, so is the duality them talking to themselves? Leave for never, like what is that? Okay, so is it their fact that they're trying to conceal themselves from themselves, but it's very difficult, they can't do that. I try to look at myself, but I can't even hide from myself. Because I'm looking directly at me. The duality of talking to yourself. I'm everywhere, but no one else is there. So it's like I'm everywhere in my mind, but no one else is there in my mind too. Maybe? It seems like there's like a struggle internally, right? It's like you can't escape your own mind, and you can't, no matter what, you keep looking at it. Even, okay. Maybe it's not even also eternally. Interesting. Oh. Wait, is it the idea of like not being able to like feel like you're a part of this world because you can't truly feel pain? Because there is that with, what? So there's moments of feeling alive? What is our name now? So it's like, who are we? That's so interesting to me. It seems like it is like this feeling of being like, are we dead? What? It's over already. I kind of wanted another verse so I could ascertain exactly what we were dealing with. Dead again, right? I understand this is for zombies, right? I understand that. So it could have like a meaning of like, are we dead again, right? But to me, like, I interpret it personally. There's a song called Duality by Slipknot, and it is one of my favorite songs of all time. It is a classic song, and in Duality by Slipknot, there is this feeling of like, he says, I push my finger into my eyes. It's the only way to slowly stop the ache, but it's made of all the things I have to take, right? And I really feel like, I wonder if it's like very similar to this song where it's like feeling pain sometimes, can stop the other pains, but it can also like make you feel like you are somewhat alive. By the way, it's a line. He doesn't actually do that. He wouldn't actually encourage doing that. It's just like a line, right? But I wonder like if that's what it's trying to say. It's like they can't hide from themselves. There's this internal struggle of wondering who they are. They are everywhere at once, but they're nowhere and nobody's there with them. There's another song called Comatose by Coheed and Cambria. That is a really good song. That they describe the mind as a one-man prison because they're a man. A one-man prison, and then one gets in. I start to like, it's like I just sit and spin alone, right? So this idea that like I start to like get out, but then I just spin alone, right? And I wonder if that's another like way to depict the mind as it is doing here. That could be as well. Like to me, like it's so far like that's all I'm getting from it. But it is a really cool song. The riff is really cool. So I wonder if it is, along with this amazing thrash metal riff, I wonder if it is a song about like being inside your own head. You can't hide from your own emotions. There's moments of levity where you feel like you are more alive, but then you go back to feeling like the same type of crap again. So it's like only alive for just like a little bit, then you go back to feeling worse again. And feeling alive can sometimes mean feeling pain. If you're feeling nothing, sometimes it can be, terrible. Again, sorry for referencing another song. Bring Me the Horizon. You know, can you feel my heart? I'm scared to be alone. I'm scared to get close. I hate being alone. Along for the feelings of not feeling at all. Some people like that feeling, but I think they don't understand how painful it can actually be, I suppose. Emerald, I'm sorry if I don't quite understand it, but the riff was freaking cool. The music was awesome. I love that aspect of it for sure. Thank you so much, Emerald. So, where was this next video? Look, I'm so unorganized. Oh, okay. I think this is it. This next video is sent in by Colorbow. And it is, I haven't seen anyone share this. It's a song. Okay, I clicked on the link again. This is shoddy Roma Reacts, okay? This is a shoddy one. It's the song that Bowman's Shendy Villain singer takes both right while exploring, but it's female vocals. Let's check it out. Beautiful stuff. Look at this. What a great character design as well. A beautiful jade concealed within. It's a stunning music. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. And it's almost over already. It's so freaking pretty so far, guys. It's so pretty. So pretty. And the artwork that goes along with as well. She's so amazing as well. So cool. Vocals are so gorgeous as well. A beautiful jade concealed within. It's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. Like, I'm sorry, just taking a listen again because it was so short as well. Like, even like again, like the freaking like the artwork that goes along with it. That's so beautiful. It's so freaking beautiful. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, like the Genshin music is beautiful in general, but like I love that they release videos like this as well because it adds so much to the world, not the world around, but like yeah, the world around, and also like the actual songs themselves. You get to listen to them in kind of a like very isolated form. And in this sense, like, you know, Lan Yan was such a great character to start off with in general, but now we have like an even even better depiction of like, I guess like a singular depiction of her in Shen Yu Vale and getting the spotlight along with this amazing song as well. I hope that she comes back, I really do. But this song as well, like the vocals were gorgeous. Like it felt very traditional in a lot of sense. It felt very like germane to Liyue and Shen Yu Vale. And it really captured my heart in a lot of ways. Like when I'm like, and again, like the lyrics are always good with these songs as well. Like they're always very meaningful and they mean something as well to the culture as well. But if you're taking it just as like the musicality of it, it's just beautiful. It's so stunning. It's like so easy on the ears to listen to. So nice. Such a nice song for sure. Thank you so much for sending in, Colorboat. That's awesome. So pretty. Such a pretty song. Next video is sent in by Nico-san, and it's Lantern Rite was amazing, wasn't it? And actually, before I go, I feel like, I wanted to say something else, like, because I stopped recording there for a second and came back. I want to say something else about the special EP that was the Rime of the Ancient Bargeman. I love Shen Yu Vale so much, and exploring it recently was so fun for me as well, and coming there to later was so fun as well. The fact that like they're not only releasing music that like really feels like it's from that region, but also like it's so pretty, and we also get like the idea of like another Shen Yu Vale character like Lan Yan as well. And I just hope that she comes back. I really do hope she comes back. And thank you again, Colorbo, for sending in that video as well. It's so awesome. The next video is from Neko-san and said Lantern Rite was amazing, wasn't it? Hu Tao crosses the line, arcane. Let's check it out. I'm assuming this will have spoilers, but most things do in Rome Reacts. You gotta just be careful. Be careful, I tell you. Stop. Stop.
On the line now. I can't fight this time now.
I'm already tearing up. Stop.
I can feel the light
You do not get to do this. Do you want me to turn on subtitles, by the way? It seems like they're predicted subtitles. This was heartbreaking.
If I cross the line.
Oh no! This is what I'm talking about, like the emotions of these scenes, right? And I don't care. Like it's my take will always be that I felt emotional at these scenes with Hu Tao because it's a story they're telling. It's a story. There's the sadness for me comes in the fact that she even felt like she had to say goodbye to people. That's the sadness, right? And I even said during the video, they have their cake and they eat it too. They do. Where they're able to have a character survive, but also have the sadness and the emotions that go along with it as well. Because again, stories are more than just a conclusion. They're what happens in the story. And the traumatic stuff that she went through now and the other end that we got at the other side of this, beautiful stuff. Like absolutely beautiful, and it killed me.
Was fully prepared for.
Oh my god, they're doing a rap.
Stay a pretty eyes on cold.
It's the fact that she even felt like she had to say goodbye. And there's Zhongli coming up behind her as well when you gave her the coin. When she gave him the coin. So amazing. So amazing. Yo, never disappointed me. This is such an amazing. This music fits so well to this. Holy hell. This moment, if you see a butterfly. One of the most important characters in my life. I love her dearly. This moment as well. I love her. I love her so much. This was such an amazing moment as well. Such an amazing moment.
If I cross the line.
And her smile as well. I'm so happy to even know her. You know, I'm so happy to even have her in my life. And this is why I felt such emotions. This is why. And I've had a lot of those comments, and it's totally fair. Everyone can have their own opinion on whether like it's like, oh, she should if she wasn't going to die anyway, and that's fine. From my perspective on this always is that the tension in this story doesn't come from deaths. It comes from a character like going through something so emotional. To me, tension starts when someone gets slapped, hit, pinched, or is emotionally hurt. The fact that we had to watch her go and say goodbye to everyone because she thought that she was going to die is enough for me to be devastated. Like all these scenes, she thought she was saying goodbye to her life, and that is sad enough for me. That is sad enough. But in the end, it's not about like if she was going to die or not. It's about, for me, and this is why I'm saying this now, because this is so perfect for me. It's about, for me personally, the way I feel when I watch this was that I felt as though I was going to collapse in on myself because of the emotions of the whole journey, the story itself, not just the conclusion itself. It just felt so like crazily like a pressure, and seeing her say goodbye to people, seeing her like even like feel this trauma and this emotion. It's so incredible. There's so many emotional scenes in this that to me, it's not just about like the ending. It's about everything that happened in the whole story. Made me bawl my eyes out. I freaking love this story. I love it so much. And again, like I said, you can have your take on that as well. 100% you can have your opinion on that. Everyone's allowed to have their opinion on that. But as long as you respect mine as well, that's the only way we respect each other's opinions. Because if it comes down to it that no one does, that someone doesn't respect my opinion, then I want to respect yours. That's the way I'm doing it. End of. And that's the way to do it. Because no one's been disrespectful to me thus far. No one has. Okay? And I want to make that clear. No one has been disrespectful, but that's my take. Okay? Thank you so much for sending in. That was freaking awesome, Neko-san. Like you said, Lantern Rite was absolutely incredible. It was an emotional time for me. I'm so happy that I got to like take part in it, I suppose, as well. It was just so freaking good. It really was. Thank you. I want to say I apologize for like using your video as kind of like, but I hope you understand why like I use it as a soapbox. And I know you're gonna be like okay, my beautiful video, because it was a beautiful video. I want to make sure that's clear, by the way, before I move on. It was a beautiful video with so many beautiful emotions, but I think it just, the reason why I use it as a soapbox for my opinion is that like it's exactly how I feel. This encapsulates what I felt in that moment. The next one is sent to by Priwahiko, and it is we're going to be only watching a bit of this video because, and I believe we're going to be going to from 452. It's the Natlan Symphony performance. The first song I haven't heard. This is just, and again, I don't want to hear, we're not going to be hearing a song for the first time, obviously, in a video. So we're going to watch it from 452, which is the battle theme. Let's get into this. Yep. So this song is in the menu for Genshin. Oh, with the freaking... Oh, is that like a banjo? Very cool stuff. A lot of traditional instruments mixed with like a lot of classical instruments and stuff. So, oh, nice. Very cool stuff. I've heard, and I'm just being completely honest, like this song is amazing, and I have in fact heard it every day of my life since Natlan came out, and because it's on the splash screen before you boot up the game, not the splash screen, before you boot up the game on the PS5, the song plays every day, but I haven't heard it in full. But it's so cool seeing them perform this as well. Hey, so gorgeous. Hey. Gorgeous. This part's gorgeous. So pretty. What are the instruments themselves? If you guys can tell me, what are they native to? Nice. Here. Hero. You choose to Baldur in a glorious name. Oh my god. Rekindle the ashes of a dream. I never heard the lyrics to this. You're amazing. Gals, you were amazing. I have not heard this. I've not heard this part. Yeah? The light and the fire, the light is bestowed to us? This is amazing! So nice. Oh my god! I was tapping my leg again, guys. I'm so sorry. So freaking good. I never heard this part. Oh, and it gets subtle again. Great hero. Burned to cinders for a dream. So stunning. Nice. So nice. This is so. I probably have everything turned up very loud. Just listening to this. This is so amazing. I'm in awe. Rise like they don't. I'm in awe. Excuse me for the sneeze, but I'm in awe. I think the devil tried to take the all out of me there. No, incredible stuff. I've never heard that that battle theme in its totality. I never have. And I think that like what it does from there is like it fills me with so many like high emotions there. I'm feeling like a lot of crazy things right now after listening to this as well. It's absolutely stunning. And hearing all the vocals, seeing the lyrics for the first time. I've been hearing those lyrics ever since like you guys got to Natlan. That's been playing in my ear. Constantly hearing those lyrics. That's what it is. It's always hearing those lyrics, but I never knew what they were saying. Never. And if they actually fit the theme of the song as well, or the theme of the story as well, that's gonna be so cool also. But I wonder if that's what it's gonna do as well, because that was freaking awesome. So freaking cool. Such a beautiful performance. Thank you so much for sending in Primo Hiko. That's awesome. So cool. The next video is sent in by Dodo Dan, and it is the Magic of Abzu. Let's check it out. That is your video, Dodo Dan, isn't it? I have to check the link here. No, it's not. It is. Me. Because again, I like sometimes when there's like no name on the link, sometimes I'm like, wait, this is your video, right? This is your one? Let's check it out.
There was a period of time where I stopped playing many games, but despite this, I picked up Abzu as soon as it came out on Steam. I was drawn to it for some reason, most likely its captivating visuals, which are definitely my weakness when it comes to games.
Heck yeah.
It was only 10 minutes in that I quickly understood that for my return to gaming, Abzu was perfect.
Yeah?
This stylized underwater playground enveloped me in an absolutely phenomenal
Oh
use
my
of colour.
God.
I had never felt so much life in a virtual space. The lush green jungles of seaweed, the darting schools of fleeting fish. A flourishing ecosystem is so perfectly replicated. Injections of contrasting colours made for visually
Great way to put
stunning
it. Great way to put it. It looks so
While
pretty.
Every feature on its own is simple. Everything is woven together in a symphony of liveliness. Most of the environments were busy, but in a way that simultaneously provided a sense of homeliness and splendour. Its vibrancy made exploration delightful. In fact, the game's director Matt Nava says that you may have 10,000 fish on screen at one time.
What?
Which to this day blows my mind.
That is mind-blowing.
Although that seems like too
Oh
much,
my God.
the simplistic art style helps stop scenes like these from being overwhelming for the player. I'd say all the places made great use of aesthetically
No, it's
pleasing
gorgeous.
palettes.
It's so pretty.
The first chapter welcomed me with a forest of deep greens, with transitions to the autumnal colour scheme of the third chapter. The underwater colours often contrast those above water too. Every aspect of every area was so meticulously designed. You can feel the presence of the designer's love and care in every
that's such
corner.
you're so
Even the
good
way
at
the
describing
scenery
this.
gently brushes against you as you swim past is nothing short of satisfying. And when you swim close to the ocean floor, you can kick up the sand, giving the world another touch of texture.
It is a
Not to
nice little
mention
touch.
how you can push past the delicate lilies sitting on the surface of the water. You can feel the weight of everything in this world through
So
interactions and
cool.
movements. The moments of diving from structures high up and breaking into the water gives you an intense feeling of gratification. Leaping out of the water with a flurry of fish following suit is also
Very neat.
satisfying in this way, and it's something I played around with a lot. Plus, the sounds of all the fish hitting the water was impactful and addictive.
So cool.
The deep sea possessed a kind of galactic beauty.
It's funny because like I'm not afraid of this, even though I'm usually afraid of the underwater stuff. I'm not afraid of this in any way, shape, or form. Anyway, it's just so pretty.
Glowed intensely in the dark depths, like stars on the black canvas of the night sky. The beings that live in this cosmic ocean also have an alien appearance at times. In general, the variation of habitats kept gameplay feeling fresh and exciting, despite the limited controls and mechanics. I spent a lot of time riding around on the inhabitants of the sea, from sharks to giant whales. I sapped up every little bit of atmosphere this game had to offer, and I felt emotional. It was like I was playing out a dream. I sat at every meditation statue, watching the different species go about their lives and sometimes eating one another. Their animations were
Holy
varied
hell.
and honestly impressive considering the density of these environments. The way each fish moved was modelled on their real-life counterparts too. Even just watching them swim around was therapeutic and honestly remarkable considering the amount of detail. Theatrical, dreamlike sequences often serve as transitions between areas. There is a constant flow between these spaces, which is incredibly fitting for the underwater nature of the game. The controls also follow this sentiment of fluidity, with your character gracefully traversing this subaqueous expanse. There is a sense of scale that leaves you in awe.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
You would think that being so minuscule would be intimidating, but these scenes are so beautiful that you're comforted instead.
Yeah, no, like
Creatures of
I
the
agree.
sea-
Like there's nothing that's intimidating about this so far. Like it almost seems like it's like so pretty, too pretty to even be scary in this
Big and
sense.
small will accompany you in this dance of the ocean. The game has one of the most amazing soundtracks I've ever heard, with fantastical, childlike, wonder-inducing music that makes this experience feel even more cinematic. I loved it so much, I even shaped this entire video around my favourite song from the soundtrack. I really
Well, this is
like
from the
that music is
soundtrack. Very
dynamic
cool.
and matches up with the mood of the chapter you're playing. While Abzu is a fairly short game, its quality was more than fulfilling. I could not tear my eyes away from the screen and finished it in one sitting. The immersion was immense, and this magical experience went on to shape my outlook on games, and introduced me to the world of indie games too.
Well, that's very cool.
I replayed Abzu in preparation.
The idea that like this this new game that she got to play, you know, added to her like love of video games, and then like you know, or rekindled her love for video games, I suppose it is as well. And then like kind of brought her idea of what a video game should be forward.
This video, and it hasn't lost any feeling of admiration the second time around. I think for all gamers, there's that one game that flicked a switch. It completely changes your perspective and makes you realise the potential and wonder that video games can hold.
I agree.
It's that feeling of complete and utter
I agree.
fascination with the medium. Abzu was that game for me. But what was yours?
Answer down below. Yeah, that's genuinely like a very, very beautiful video, and you know, just to jump off that, like for me, like that's how I genuinely feel about like probably like Shadow of the Colossus or Final Fantasy X, when I was like, holy hell, like this is what video games are. This is what they can be. Like they have like changed like all perspective I have now on like how video games are. But I will say about the Abzu thing, like first of all, amazing description, amazing way of describing how good this game is for you as well. It was also just so beautiful to hear, to see all these visuals and to see how pretty it is, because for me, like one of the things about like, you know, Genshin Underwater versus Subnautica is that Genshin Underwater isn't scary because of how like stylistic and gorgeous it is. Subnautica Underwater, terrifying. This underwater, beautiful. And I feel like they did a good job of showing how pretty this actual game is. And apparently it's short. which is also like not a bad thing. I've been playing a lot more short games on the channel, or trying to, just because I think it's sometimes very fun to play a short game and then go into a long game and then play a bunch of short games. It's the way I like to do it. And Abzu seems to be a game that people do suggest quite a bit. I'm glad that this game rekindled her love for games and also made her feel like shaped her view of video games going forward forever. Shadow of the Colossus and Final Fantasy X did that for me. I've been an RPG fan and an artistic game fan ever since I was a kid then. Yeah, thank you so much, Dan, for sending us in. The next video is sent in by... Man, I swear to God, I gotta charge the iPad. I'm so bad with this list. This is just a bad list video. The next video is sent in by... Where are we? Where are we right now? Where are we? Wait, where is this? Where is this? Hold on a second here now. Oh no, I think someone changed their video. Apologies. That's fine. Don't worry about changing your videos. This video is called Are Humans OP? And this is sent in by Hypernova. Hypernova, how are you doing? These videos basically explain survival as different animals on the earth. And wait, is that right? Are humans too OP? Are humans OP is what it's called. Let's check it out. Sorry about that, Hypernova. That's my bad. That's my bad. I've been so bad with the list today. Like, honestly, if I was the list maker in a job, they'd fire me. They'd say, hey, that list you made today, subpar, Calvin. And I'd go home and cry to my life roommate, Chaska, and my husband, Ji Wong. Let's check this out.
Was sponsored by Skillshare.
Sponsored by Skillshare, okay. The Game Boy sound, we can always appreciate it. Oh dear.
Human beings. Are they as overpowered as the game's community would lead you to believe? Short answer, yeah. They're the most meta-defining build of all time, and the undisputed top build in the current expansion. But believe it or not, this wasn't always the
So
case.
it is describing games as if they were a thing, as if they were a, what you call it, it's describing humans as if they were like in a game.
Humans used to get bodied left and right on a daily basis by other players. And it took a pretty long time before the player base learned how to actually make use of the human build's unique abilities. The story of the humans' rise to dominance is a really interesting one. And so today, we're going to do an in-depth look at the humans' abilities, their strengths, and their weaknesses. Because yes, they do have weaknesses. We'll also go over notable matchups, and finally look at the steps human players took in order to reach their dominance
My
status.
weakness is 0 base 1. You show me one of their, you show me Tere's pretty face. Or you show, no, I'm not saying Jay Wong, because if you show me Jay Wong's face, I'm already dead. Okay?
First, their unique abilities. I touched on this topic in my video about primates.
This is such a good idea.
Here and also go into more detail. First off the bat, we have their ability to throw things. Other builds can throw things.
Oh my
but
god.
Humans can do so
but
hard,
aren't gorillas like, sorry for pausing again, but aren't gorillas like beastly? They're like so
faster and further
powerful.
than anyone else. The reason for this is their body structure. Bipedal builds are tough to balance, both in the game development sense and the center of mass sense. Throwing an item with any real force behind it requires serious balance, achieved only by having shorter arms and longer legs. This is why humans can launch projectiles at deadly speeds, whereas other primates kinda just lob things without putting much effort into it. If they tried to, they would knock themselves over.
Oh, for
Even
real?
if chimpanzees could figure out how to craft a spear, there's no way they could throw it hard enough to deal any significant damage.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Next, their stamina regeneration. Humans can chase down anything. You try to run from a human, you might outspeed them initially, but you'll run out of stamina much sooner than they will, and they'll catch up to you while you're in your weakened state. This is partially because of their superior balance again, but mostly it's because of the human build's unique choice to not spec into fur. This gives them access to the extremely broken ability Sweat. Every other current build that's decent at distance running recharges stamina by using the
I
move Pant.
love the way they're calling it a build.
This works great, but it does require the user to stop running. Sweat, on the other hand, works better while moving, massively extending the distance a human player can run. They've got a few other important abilities that are essential to their kit, but aren't unique to humans. Their ability to speak is unique among mammals, but some birds can pull it off too. In humans, the ability to speak allows them to use one of their signature moves, Teach, which drastically boosts skill point gain, mitigating the main penalty a player receives upon getting a game over. Humans and birds also share another unique trait, which is being able to stand upright.
I'm sorry, but this is so... I'm sorry for... Like, no, I should have been speaking there for a bit there. I apologize. I'm just, like, so impressed by, like, what this type of video is doing. Like, and they're not even breaking character for a second. Like, because that's why it's, like, I'm, like, mouth wide open for a second. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh, yeah, like... It just feels unnatural, but it's like so cool the way that they're doing this. Like, they're just fully getting into this.
Rite is extremely useful for dealing with stealth builds that might normally be using tall grass to hide.
You want
Tool
me?
use also might be thought of as a human-exclusive move, and it certainly is the most effective.
Oh,
in
Lord of the
humans.
Rings.
But it turns out a pretty wide array of other builds can also do it. Birds, primates, cephalopods, and even fish can use tools on occasion. But sweating and throwing, uniquely human. Now onto their weaknesses. And yes, it's true that currently most human players can subvert these with their crafting skill. But it's important to recognize that without equipment, the human build isn't necessarily unstoppable. The decision to not have fur granted humans a massive buff to mobility at the cost of stealth. In the mammal faction, fur is a prerequisite to all the major stealth abilities like camouflage.
Oh my god.
And lack of stealth abilities means getting in close on their targets is a serious challenge. The human build's lack of fur also means they have very low defense, both from physical attacks and from environmental effects.
So, like, the fur gives them a natural defense just like it would defend them from the cold as well?
Bare skin offers almost zero armor, to the point where even players from lower weight classes have no trouble dealing damage to humans. And bare skin also takes quite a bit of damage from the sun, too. Humans are also pretty limited when it comes to the power stat. Physically, they're the weakest of the great apes, and don't really have any good options for dealing damage. They lack the classic high damage bite attack that nearly every other non-herbivorous build relies on, instead having to resort to blunt attacks like punch and kick, which we all know aren't very effective against builds that have thick fur or skin. The last major weakness I can see is that they're pretty bad at dealing with stealth. The lack of night vision means darkness can really hamper their ability to locate targets, and their lack of a strong sense of smell means camouflage is especially useful against them.
So it's because we don't have that natural instinct, is I guess what you're saying as well, Ray. And like, again, since we can't see in the dark, we have to adjust to the light sometimes. Could that be the case as well? This is very interesting to me.
Okay, now let's talk about matchups. Obviously, a key feature of the human build is being able to craft equipment. Given basic equipment like low-level armor and hunting gear,
right,
the human's best matchup is going to be medium-large mammals. Unlike blunt damage, piercing damage is quite effective versus builds with thick hide.
I'm still calling it a build. I'm sorry, I know I'm hung up on that. It's just so good.
On defense, they're actually pretty awful. A human's only option on defense against a large mammal is intimidation, unless they've got some crazy high-level equipment.
Yeah, like a gun,
but I'll
like
make
a machine
video on
gun.
Power creep later. The classic human equipment cannot stop a charging tank main unless the intimidate attempt works. But overall, this matchup is one of the reasons humans became top tier. Hardly any builds have favorable matchups against tanks. But that's not to say humans don't have their counters though. As I said before, stealth can be really effective against them due to their lack of a keen sense of smell and night vision. Humans have the ability to win pretty much any fight as long as they've got time to prepare. But taken by surprise, humans have a lot fewer options.
There you go.
Another thing humans have
if you're like, if you get like attacked by a coyote or something, when you're like not prepared, or a bear or something like that, for sure you're just devastated. And bears are already tough enough, you know?
With is flight. Even when a human has a ranged weapon, players with high aerial mobility are pretty safe during flight. Now, as far as I know, there aren't any bird builds powerful enough to one-shot humans, which is important because blunt attacks like punches are actually quite effective against birds.
Oh, Jesus.
Birds
Leave
have
the
hollow
bird
bones
alone.
that
They're
are
just living their
resistant to
life.
tension and torsion, but not compression. This is the opposite of mammal bones, which are resistant to compression and tension, but not torsion. The point is, birds aren't the best choice against humans, but flight has been unlocked by 4 different classes in the game. Birds, which we just discussed,
I
aren't a good
love the way
choice.
he's talking about
Bats,
this.
which do even less damage than birds. Reptiles, which unfortunately had their aerial builds banned in patch 1.3.1. And insects. Flying eusocial insects have by far the best matchup versus humans in the entire game. Humans have 0 counterplay against a swarm of stinging insects. I mean, sure, there are special items that they can use to combat swarms if they're prepared, but the amount of human mains who've chosen that as one of their prestige abilities is pretty small. Humans' lack of fur means they have no innate defense against stings. Stings also have the chance to proc the Anaphylaxis debuff, which can
He did not just use that clip.
actually lead to a game.
No, you cannot use that clip for
reason,
this.
The high score for human eliminations belongs to the Africanized honeybee, known better by its community-given name, the killer bee. And even if the stings don't proc the allergic reaction effect, they will still definitely achieve their primary goal of dropping their resolve to 0 and granting you control over the territory. And we can see that lately the viability of killer bees has only been growing. Now
So is that what killer bees are trying to do? They're trying to, like, you know, hurt you enough that you will, like, leave their territory. They don't really care much about killing you as long as you're not in their territory.
Their territory outside of Africa. Which brings me to my main point. Are humans overpowered? Well, just like the Africanized honeybee, humans really only became OP once they escaped the African server and invaded other areas. Notice how humans took down Megafauna across every terrestrial server except Africa. The African tank mains have the matchup experience and counterplay options to deal with the vast array of skills humans have access to.
So it's because they have like a closer matchup, they can't be defeated, as well as, like, you know, maybe the mid-range animals.
But the rest of the community was totally unprepared to deal with the rapid invasion of new human mains invading their competitive scene. In other words, the devs could have prevented the massive destabilization of the current meta if they'd region-locked humans. Staying competitive in the meta requires a good player constantly be leveling up their skills. There's no better example of this than the rapid rise to dominance that humans experienced. If you'd like to level up your own skills, and
Great
unlock
stuff.
new
No,
ones,
no,
I
no.
highly
Fantastic.
recommend Skillshare.
This is such an interesting video to me.
Skillshare is an online learning community with over 20,000
No,
classes.
get your ad. We're not skipping the ad. Get your ad.
Premium membership
Get that
gives
bag.
you unlimited access to high-quality courses on must-know topics, so you can improve your skills.
I really,
unlock
like,
new
appreciate this
opportunities,
video a
and do the work
lot.
you
Like,
love.
it's so unique.
I especially love their course
The
on
idea of,
motion
like, treating
graphics,
you
which
like
is taught by the folks
life as if
behind
it's a
it in nutshell.
game.
Join the millions of students already learning on Skillshare today with the special offer that's just for my subscribers. You can try
There
Skillshare
you
for
go.
free for 2 months by using the link in the description.
Tierzoo3.
Or go to skl.sh/Tierzoo3. Act now for the special offer and start learning today. And special thanks to my patrons on
And there's the
Patreon.
patrons.
If you'd
Doing
like
a
to
great
see
job.
more from me, my Patreon and
It's so
social
funny 'cause,
media
like,
are in the description.
I never like skipping the Patreon stuff because, like, I have patrons myself, and I will definitely not ever shy away from letting someone else share their Patreon stuff as well. That video is so interesting to me. Like, how it was structured, how they made it, like, look so, like, it was, there was literal times where I was watching this, like literally bent, my neck bent, bad posture, like, oh, like, and like the way they were talking about, like, how humans have no fur, how that, like, downgrades their defense, it downgrades their stealth, how they can't see in the dark very well, how, like, a killer bee will get them to get out of their area, how we're better against mid-range animals if we prepare, if we prepare well to fight any animal, how Africa hasn't been fully, like, you know, matched up against the humans, so there's a lot more animals there that are still, like, roaming the wild and ruling the wild. Like, this is such a cool idea for a video. Do they do videos like this all the time? Let me just go into their channel for a second. Let me just go into their channel for the second. How cats broke. Oh my god, that's so smart. That's so smart. How humans broke the game. This is such a good idea. Again, this is why I love Rome Reacts. The lizard tier list. Never heard of this in my life, but it works so freaking well. Like, I'm so impressed by what that was able to do. I appreciate the heck, by the way, out of seeing new videos like this. And I think for this as well, what was so interesting to me was just, like, all the different stats that a human could have that I didn't even know I had, but also the lack of, like, stuff that I have too. And it really is true. I think that's, like, you know, as they said, the ability to speak and communicate in a very effective way that humans have has allowed us to prepare. And that's why we've been able to destroy. That's how wars are fought, is preparation. It's a preparation to have a strategy and all this stuff. If you're just fighting willy-nilly, you're probably not going to have a very good strategy, you know what I mean, against the people that are preparing all the time as well. Thank you for sending in that video, Hypernova. That was so interesting to me. I did not know this even existed, and now I do. Thank you. The next video is sent in by Malcolm Condé, and this is Backrooms Motion Detected. Let's check it out. March 5th, 1990. Music is great in this as well. I was watching an interview, Malcolm, with Kane Pixels, and he was saying that it was really interesting when Anthony Bourdain was asking him a question. Every time we'd ask him a question, one of the answers he would give is, well, what do you think? I think it's so funny. Well, what do you think about that then? The music's so like ethereal or terrestrial, actually I should say, terrestrial. Which kind of feels like that's what the Backrooms are sometimes, right? There's so many Backrooms games now as well. Seven modified video cameras in opposite position along the division. Each camera has been modified to send out an alert and we can record. No, that's so scary. That's so scary. I suppose that's how you do it as well, right? That's how you'd have to do it. Very unnerving. Kane Pixel loves like making us like very nervous, right? Stop. Oh, the following is all a compilation of Detective. No. How about no? This is why you love FNAF, by the way, Malcolm. You love a bit of motion detection. Malcolm said, man, motion detection? Terrifying. Which is true. It is. That's why I couldn't be a security guard watching surveillance cameras. Like in a mall, if a kid like looked up into the camera with a chocolate face on him after going to the ice cream store, I'd be terrified. Like, imagine doing this. What's that? What's that? But it's not picking up anything, but there is motion. That's worse. I thought it was over. That's worse. That's worse. Microphone failure? Oh, you can hear it, yeah. I always have, whenever they end the video, I always have to see if it's ending because I never know with these Kane Pixels videos. They end either like with someone with nothing happening or everything happening. It's so weird. What was that? What was that? No, don't do that. Don't do that. It's like a spider. Can I say that one of the most impressive things about Kane Pixel stuff is that even when he was not showing a lot of stuff there, it was still one of the scariest things I've ever seen, right? And that's what makes this stuff terrifying. Even in showing like the monster there at the end or whatever that was still scary, even though I didn't even know what it was I was looking at. Like, and that's almost, and like I said, that makes it worse. The fact that I didn't know what I was looking at. Absolutely horrifyingly scary. Like, I don't know what to do. That's so freaking terrifying. And yeah, it's just this feeling of like this unnervousness, this chill you get over your body. You don't know what's happening. It's so scary. Yeah, like Kane Pixels is a very talented person. He really is. And a very interesting person as well. Malcolm, once again, you scared me once again. Thank you so much for just sending it in. Very creepy stuff. And the last video sent in by Phantom Vaporeon. And it is Kono ima ukoru kiru Hikari Maria Kanvananza. Let's check it out. I butchered that. Great design. Great design. Again, overcoming weakness, a big theme in these songs, right? A big theme. I love the art style on the character design. The hair color is really pretty. Great riff as well. The unbearable certainty. This is a great song. Like the actual riff and the melody is great. I like it a lot. Wow. And again, you're leading that path as well. Very cool. This is my favorite of the songs we've listened to so far of these series, for sure. Will my Odyssey bring me back to you? Oh my god, and just the hopes that we could be back together, that I could see each other, that we could hug again, that I could be in your embrace. And wear these accessories, so it's like almost like protecting your heart as well, like protecting your soul as well. Like you're not just like fighting, you're not just wearing this armor for like physical protection. Oh my god, I love the chorus. This is the best song, and I feel like I say it every week, like, but this is the best one. No, I think we said it the past 2 weeks because they are just really my favorite songs that you've sent in for sure. Like in terms of my melody, that part, so good. Great stuff. Oh, we're going into a piano interlude. So sick. Man. So nice. Great stuff, really great. Molly, lovely. No, I'm like, again, the lyrics are always awesome, right? But like, it's the melody this time and the music behind it just is making me like, and the vocals, it's so freaking good. Great, I love this part. Love it. Love breaking up the music views as well. Oh, good. This, I think Fan of Emporium was saying this is one of the last songs they'll be sending in, which is so interesting to me because what a way to hit a high note on the way out with sending these songs in, because this is an absolutely amazing song. Absolutely more than fantastic thing happening here with that. The melody was awesome. The lyrics are always awesome. Just really, really unbelievably always impressed by what they can do with those songs. Really, really awesome stuff. Fan of Emporium, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for watching Roma Reacts. It's been a blast watching with you guys, as always, with some amazing stuff here today. A lot of videos today. I think like 34 videos today, which is pretty great. We always have a very big variety of stuff as well. And as always, I'm going to try and always get to everyone's videos. I always say if it does get too much, I will let you know. But right now I'm having such a blast still. But it obviously, like, you know, if it's I think it's because like there's always a combo of like longer and shorter videos, and like the longer K-pop videos, for example, like literally they just feel like they go by in 2 seconds, like they really do. And that's always a good thing as well. I want to say thank you so much to Tyfire 2, Jamie Bull, Jonathan Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, Yuled, Radish, Anusta, Death Trap, Lynx Markey, Yes Sassin, Jared Beanham, Colorbow, True Peanut Butter, Alpaca Juice, Peter Shelson, Heck, and SR Fiji. And guys, I just gotta ask, who changed my Roma Reacts picture, the whole video screen? Who did that? There's like a TV now. It's like has different videos on it. There's like 3 people on the couch now. There's even like a blue guy, a red guy, and a green girl with her hair over the couch. Who did this? At least Tartaga is here. Whoever did this will never see God. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.